Welcome back. This is session 2 of Blue Flower, Red Thorns, or whatever way round I put that name initially. This session is a lot more intense than the first as we descend into the depths of a pre-Ashfall dungeon to find our quarry. It doesn't go well. It doesn't go well at all. Enjoy.
Right, you stand in the cave looking into this metallic hallway. The vines filled with these red thorns crawl through the opening, the door now crushing some of them. And then they turn and head to one of the walls where you can see that they've burrowed through the metal from deeper within the complex. For all of you who do not have dark vision, so all of you barbaric, you can see about 30 feet into this corridor. There are blast marks about the place. The ceiling has huge craters in it. There's glass littered around, and you can see bits of rubble here and there. It looks like a lot of damage has been done to the structure. But it is strange, in fact, you've never seen a hallway made purely of metal before. So I've done to the end of the corridor because Barrack's dark vision can reveal more than you can see within your light spell. But otherwise, Endurian and Corveth, you can only see what's in the light.
Very well.
Variax steps in.
Okay.
This doesn't look like any dwarven architecture I'm used to. There's a lot of debris, damage. But I can see there's a corner turning around to the north. And I can hear a cat.
It's a fell beast. I must approach.
I do not know what this means. What kind of beast? Perhaps it's a shadow panther.
So, Corveth, you also step now into these ruins. It's quite cold, and the Barrack, your feet are really cold now, and you can feel the thorns.
Oh yeah, I've got the shoes
into them, having left your shoes back in the trap plant.
Yes.
I'm trying not to show any discomfort. I'm a dwarf.
Kind of push.
You've got a good endurance skill, so you're showing none whatsoever.
I want to push my way past Endurian, and sort of tell him stay back with it and try and stay quiet.
Do be careful. Do mind yourself. But do be careful. This is a pre-Ashfall ruin. These places are
dangerous.
Indeed.
Exactly.
Well, I can see this whole thing, unlike the two of you. And I can see there are no deadly monsters, at least from here to the corner, about 100 feet that way. There is a grate, though. I'm not really sure what that is, but have your wits about you. Stay in the wizard's light.
Before we move forward, am I picking up anything in terms of aether? Or is it just these roots going into the wall up here?
Just the roots. You're seeing the pulsing of aether energy within the roots. So yes, definitely the main plant seems to be.
But like over here is sort of clear.
It's in darkness, so you're sensing no aether within the darkness.
Okay, but like to the here, I'm not really. The aether goes off this direction. It's not really going this direction.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not seeing magic, at least up to the edge of the light. Lead the way then, dwarf.
I would like to roll. Is perception a thing?
There's an investigation skill, and that's used for anything perceptive based. It goes on your intelligence because you're actively now trying to study and pick up clues.
Okay.
So typically, all you need to tell me is you're keeping an eye out for anything unusual, anything untoward. Is that right?
Yeah, any kind of traps or loose debris that might fall on us or pitfalls or anything like that.
That's fine. If anything comes up, I will give you an opportunity to roll your skill before there are dire consequences. But I'll make a note you are now actively searching and looking for danger.
Okie dokie. Well, might as well get to it. He doesn't like the look of this broken piece of ground here. He's going to go around that.
A large gash. The metal's been ground up, and there's shards about the place as though something exploded in the floor. Okay. And with that, your light begins to illuminate more corridor. Your footfalls echo down the passage. It is incredibly, almost unnaturally quiet. The air is incredibly cold, stark contrast from the heat you've endured for the past few days.
Makes a nice change. It's like being back in the mountains.
Well, if your mountains were metal and silent.
Well, underneath it kind of almost was, but no, I'm talking more about the on top of the mountains in the snow fighting yetis.
Okay. Barrick, could you and Corvith, could you both make investigation skill checks?
Oh, God.
Okay. Oh, no.
Oh, no, mechanics.
There's a trap.
I didn't expect this. Didn't have to roll dice. Oh, God.
The one that could see in the dark.
Okay, so Brass, you failed. Corvith, you've got investigation.
Bruh.
Okay, let's
I
continue.
have investigation, Mr. Dungeon Master, sir.
I sense no danger at all.
Perhaps.
No, we're completely safe.
Perhaps the two of you should spend less time whispering and more time looking at where we're going.
There's no danger at all. We're fine.
I'm whispering.
Okay, and Durian, sorry, we got another cat. Here we go.
More kitty cats.
And Durian, could you make an investigation roll as you now approach the grate?
Hold your horses, gentlemen. My investigation, I actually picked up in the level up. So it's a 2d20 plus 6.
It is.
6. Submit.
Oh, so you pick up something that the other two have obviously missed. That section of wall looks a little bit strange to you. It's the way your light catches. It casts a bit of a strange shadow. In fact, looking at it, the metal's slightly out of place. And now that you've had a good look at it, there seems to be a seam running down the wall from top to bottom. You'd almost say the wall looks like it's designed to either open or slide or drop away.
Hold, Corvith. Be very careful. Look at the wall next to you, where it meets the grate.
It's a wall made of metal.
Look closer.
Looks like a wall to me.
Look at the seam, you fools.
Would you like me to hit it with my axe?
I do not know the function of it. Perhaps you would, dwarf, as this is more your sort of territory. Tunnels beneath the ground.
Yeah, poor Corvus.
I've not been in tunnels beneath the ground since I was 6 years old. I'll have you know. Don't you go racially stereotyping me.
We're both out of our depth a little bit.
All right. I will attempt to now sort of switch places with Corvith.
Cramped.
And
Cozy.
I'm going to take my stick and kind of tap it against the seam a little bit.
Okay. It's a solid thunk as you're hitting thick metal. Doesn't seem to echo or anything like that. If there is a hollow beyond, the wall is incredibly thick here.
How very strange. I'm going to sort of lean over the grate a little bit and try and look down with my light.
As you lean over and look down, you can see that the grate is on top of this sort of shaft of some kind. It drops about 20 feet, and just at the edge of your light, as you peer down, you can see that there's another metal floor. The floor down there is a slightly different color, a more sort of brassy kind of color, and there is a lot more rubble down there. What purpose this serves, you're not too sure.
It might be best to avoid stepping upon this grate. I have a feeling it is rigged in some way, although I could not tell you in which way. I am not an engineer.
Oh, very well. So I'm gonna like hug the wall and kind of try and step here.
Yeah.
Without getting on the grate.
Okay.
I
And
shall
with that,
do
you
the
quickly
same.
swing yourself round the corner.
Give them some room to do the same.
What I'm going to do is just reveal a bit more of what you can see now.
Ooh.
There's a lot more
A
grates.
pillar of some sort.
Yep, and a couple more grates.
I'm going to approach the edge.
I like how I've ended up in front.
Okay, so stop there.
Oh,
Barry, as you approach the edge, you're now looking into a large room. Your dark vision cuts through the gloom of this room, and you see three strange things. One is illuminated slightly by Endurian's light spell. These seem to be statues of some kind, but they have a glowing kind of bluish energy within their chest that then pulses and traces across the body up to the eyes and down to the feet, almost tracing out lines, intricate designs. As you begin to look at them, the pulsing gets slightly faster.
There's
They have,
constructs.
on one arm, a massive shield. On the other arm, they've got fixed a sort of big military pick. Looks very good for mining and potentially dealing a lot of harm.
I am going to switch to my Warhammer.
Yeah.
For this, as I get a look at these. They're entirely metallic, aren't they? Like the rest, or they... Does it look like a sharp axe would be able to do damage?
You're not too sure. This is the first time you've seen something like this.
Well, I'll switch to the Warhammer anyway.
Yeah. Having a look at them, I mean, your Warhammer's got a very flattened edge.
As Barak is kind of swapping weapons around, I'm just going to look back at Corvus and see what his reaction is to what's happening with the dwarf, because we don't know what's over there.
There's three constructs in this room, and they're glowing with blue energy, and they look probably not friendly.
Very well. I'm going to start.
It's a safe assumption.
Bring up.
Okay.
And I think that this calls for some of this.
I am going to, with my weapon is lowered, just in case, but it's still in my hand.
Yeah.
Step forward.
Casual.
So you step into the room. As you step into the room, pulsing begins to get a lot faster from these creatures. But they still haven't reacted to you. They haven't moved. They remain in their stationary position.
Nothing to see here, boys.
Would I know what this is? Is it just a stone pillar?
It looks like a metal pillar within the
A
center
metal
of the room.
pillar. There's nothing noticeable on it.
No symbols or anything like that. In fact, there's a remarkable lack of any writing, symbols, or anything here within this complex.
There's a door to the north and a door to the east. I think the one on the right here looks like it leads to where those roots were going. Roughly.
I will say, gentlemen, we might need to remember that we are on a time limit. We have 2 hours. And
Yes.
this is a pre-Ashenfall ruin.
Yes.
Anything you grab from here will be worth many florins, even if it does not work.
So what you're saying is I should hurry up and kick the door down.
I'm going to shrug.
Right, very well.
I'm going to try and sneak. I'm going to try and sneak in because I'm all stealthy, aren't I?
Okay, so
Yes.
if we stop you
Do you
Barrett,
want me to turn the light off?
Yes. Corveth, so you're looking to sneak,
Yeah.
and is
Yeah.
that using your hiding shadows, yeah?
Yes, please.
Only you actually go invisible.
Okay,
don't you,
so
in this game?
there's two ways you can do hide in shadows. One is I'm going to remain stationary and cloak myself in shadow. The other one is no, I actually want to keep moving. If you want to move, you make a hide in shadows with a bane.
Right. Okay.
If you're happy to remain stationary, you just make a hide in shadows.
No, my kind of idea is to make myself go into the room, and again, just before Barrett moved, I was going to like approach possibly this one.
Yeah.
To see if I can get close to it without it noticing me, type thing.
Okay. So you want to make a hide in shadows?
Yeah. Okay.
Do that with a bane. Sorry, not doing a bane, and we'll see if you get that. Can you cloak yourself in shadow?
Yeah. Wait a minute. Sure, I can.
Oh yeah, easily.
I'm good at hidey, sneaky hidey.
Dorian sort of blinks and then you're gone. Huh? It's like how Batman just kind of vanishes.
Yeah, my idea was to go like to.
I'm just going to put the icon on you, but yes, you quite literally become completely invisible.
I'm Batman.
There we go. And with that, you move in. Variax has already moved across there by the time you get there, completely unseen. The creatures around, however, are now reacting. They're bringing their shields up and they're moving for the first time. You hear this strange creaking, grinding noise as their eyes now flare into life. Behind you, there's a shaklunk.
I knew it.
And another one of these creatures begins to activate, looking to move in. Okay, so we're going to have initiative. Corvette, you have a boon on your initiative because you are invisible, and you got an edge to going first.
Well, I saw this coming. not particularly this way, but.
So don't forget, click on your icon and then roll initiative.
Roll initiative.
What is my initiative modifier?
I think it's a flat.
4.
I think mine's a flat.
Oh, good.
I think mine was just a flat
Very
20,
good.
I should roll. Oh well.
Oh, nice.
I have I roll 2d10 because I have improved initiative.
Yeah, you got an improved initiative macro there as well. Well, I rolled a 1, so it's kind of immaterial other than who goes first and who has the initiative.
I also rolled a 1, and I'm still going not last.
You're not going last. These are not very fast.
I'm just going to roll another.
Corbett, you have the initiative.
Sorry. I'm messing up.
Okay.
Yes, okay. It's fine. Sorry. I wanted to roll 1 there to remove rolls, but okay, they're fine. I'm. Yeah, 22 is good, isn't it? Okay. Much better than anyone else.
Right. However, you all go before these constructs get to act.
Okay.
So who would like to go first as they now begin to move, bringing shields up to attack?
Well,
what?
Anyone?
I mean, I could move in and attack, and at least then at least one of these things won't go for anyone else.
I'm just reading stuff about like hamstringing stuff.
I don't think these have hamstrings.
Well,
Yeah,
I'm gonna as the things react. Oh, nothing
They
to
might
see
have
here.
wires and stuff though. Pistons, hydraulics.
Absolutely.
Don't worry about me.
Maybe.
Okay, Barry,
You
you're
thing,
going
boss.
first.
You just do your thing.
Yep. And I sort of, as I step in, oh no, nothing to see, don't worry. And then I'm gonna whack it in the knee with my warhammer.
What else?
Cling! Right, I think these things
Literally
are,
nothing to see here. Nothing.
Yeah, I was just testing it. I was putting the kneecap back in place, mate.
We're all gonna die!
You move forward, and as you swing, it kind of rocks backward with the weight of its shield, and your warhammer meets nothing but air. Unless you want to continue moving, I think that's your action done.
Yeah, that'll do me.
Okay, who wants to go next?
I will. I would like to do. Can you do right? So explain like sneak attacks to me. Can I do a ranged one or is it just melee?
It's ranged or melee, so long as you meet one of 2 criteria. One, you've got a boon on the attack, or two, you have not got a bane or a greater bane, but you have an ally next to your target.
Okay.
So you can happily sneak attack the one that Barrett's next to. You can't see the other two, but you can see the one back behind Endurian. It's on its own, but you currently will have a boon because you are invisible.
Yeah, I was thinking about doing a hamstring ranged attack on it.
Yeah.
To slow it down so that it doesn't reach Endurian, basically, or whatever, you know.
Aw.
Yeah.
You do care.
I
Okay.
I need you to get paid.
Your action to shoot at the breaker to the far south.
Yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
so
It will have cover. Currently, it's got cover. Endurian's in the way, so it's up to you if you want to move. But I think, hang on, have you got something that stops cover?
not that I know of. Just
No,
got
you've only
snipe.
got sniper. You haven't got
Yeah.
snipers. Yeah. So you can move forward if you want, take a shot, and then decide to move back.
I will do that.
Okay, off you go. So as you come forward, yeah, there's a clear shot now. Off you go.
Projectile is +10. Have I got a boon? I got a boon, haven't I?
You got a boon. Yes.
Because you're invisible.
Yes.
Oh,
Oh,
20.
Done.
Make sure to the other.
Critical success.
A
So
natural one.
I missed. No wait.
the arrow hits hard and true. You get to add a D10 to the damage of the arrow now because you got a critical success, and I do not get the option to parry or dodge.
Cool. Excellent. Okay.
Excellent.
It is.
And more of those sorts of rolls, please. Oh, max on the D10. Oh, it's waiting fucking damage.
And that is 20. So piercing. So 16 go through.
Is it dead? I've killed it. You can take it off now. Yeah, you can take it
There
off.
we go. So you've seen how much damage you kind of done. It's a good hit, but the creature seems far sturdier than one arrow taking it out.
Yes.
And you've still got the rest of your movement, Corbett.
Yeah, I'm off. I'm going back to where go back to where I was.
We can take that off, so you are now visible.
Okay.
Okay, Endurian, it's over to you.
This thing is quite metallic, if not entirely, as you said, right?
Yes, it's got a lot of metal about it.
I have basically got a corridor of metal in front of me, which is going to make a great megaphone when I shout at it with my magic.
Okay.
And I'm going to what should I shout? He shouts an expletive in this world's version of Elvish, which I've forgotten the name of. But he has to make a saving throw, or take and it'll be 2d12 damage.
And the saving throw is a
physical versus spell.
physical spell, so it's
Yes.
got 6.
And this is an invocation, so I get to do 2d12, re-roll the 3s, right?
That's right. When you roll damage, just put in re-roll of 3, and it will do that for you. So it's failed its save.
Yeah, where's roll damage? Roll damage. So re-roll of 3, submit 0d6 is 0d8, 0d10, 2d12.
Off you go.
10 and 5. Ah, well.
10 and 5. As the sound strikes the metal, you can see there is not much effect. It ripples over the machine, but hardly affecting it.
I was hoping this would be like Pokemon rules.
Uh,
I am going to move.
You have an option, which
Yep.
is you can use a swift action to attempt to analyze the creature. So you use one of your skills to try and understand what it is and potentially what it's vulnerable to, or what doesn't hurt it too much. But that's your swift action, or you move to safety.
Yeah, or I move to get out of the way a little bit. I'm going to guess its movement is going to be 25. No, you said they were slow, so it could be less. I am right on the 25. I will use my swift action to. That's a 35 feet.
Don't take any chances. Oh.
Well, no, I'm thinking even if I was to move,
Yeah.
I would get smacked from either side here. What
We're
would
gonna do-
Endurian do? Let's role play this out. I think Endurian would actually sort of.
Run away.
No, he's going to stand his ground and he's going to trust in his magic to protect him, and he is indeed going to attempt to analyze it.
Okay, so this is a history skill check with a boom.
I have a plus 11 and 2d20. 11 with a boon.
With a boom.
22.
22. Brilliant. And I've just sent what you have learnt to you whilst I have my turn. So this has been done via Discord.
Yeah, I'm looking at it now.
Oh, fantastic. Okay, so I'm going to start at the top of the room. The first of these creatures quickly moves in against you, Barrack, and then makes an attack.
Why me, the tank? Go for Corbin.
No.
So I've got a good nice pickaxe comes.
You two are supposed to be friends.
Oh no.
Okay, it's moving rapidly. You think it's about to kind of spin it back around and hit you a second time. So what do you want to do?
Where's my adventure primer? I mean, not my adventure, my martial sheet. Harry.
Who's Harry?
But my hammer's so bad. I've got loads of stamina. I will at least attempt to parry that first attack that's just come in then.
Okay, so you think if you parry the one attack, you will deflect both of them. They're that fast after each other. But if you fail to parry, they will both hit.
So I believe it's a 2d20 with my warhammer plus 7.
That's good odds.
No,
Hey!
Ooh, it meets.
Oh, you meet, so that...
Oh, you got to get higher.
Oh.
This happened last session as well.
So the tricky quirk is you're being hit twice in quick succession with the pickaxe. So I only get to roll damage once, but we get to apply it twice.
That is fair.
This is an ironic thing to be hitting a dwarf with.
I sort of raise my hammer to block it, and it just kind of overpowers with its metallic strength.
Oh!
Okay, so we're looking at 15. You get to take your armor off the 15, and then take that twice.
Okay, I believe it's a 6 damage reduction, so 9 twice 18.
18. And do you want me to update you on roll 20? So minus 18.
Oh, yeah.
And it's going to...
Oh, and my stamina as well.
Add 2 stamina. There we go. Okay, so 2 pickaxes, one after the other, slam into you, but the meal's keeping you quite...
I'm still nice and full.
You are still nice and full. The second one, might as well do that one there, is also powering up its pickaxe and slamming itself towards you in quick succession.
I will try to parry this as well.
I got a hit first.
If he hits, obviously, which he does.
And I got a 23 this time, so...
You got a chance. Hey! Win by 1!
This time I learned from the last one. I understand their attack patterns. And I sort of swiftly bat aside his pickaxe with my warhammer.
Brilliant.
And 2 stamina.
Right, one. Yep, you got that on your model. Brilliant. And I'm just going to check the last one. Okay, and that one is so you kind of appeared there. It will also power up. So its arm is going sort of swinging around rapidly. This pickaxe going 360 degrees as it approaches, and then it lands into you.
Good. I'm glad. Well, I'll try and dodge it. You know, I mean, I'm good at dodging.
Okay. Do you want to spend the 3 stamina and off you go?
Because you've not got as much health as us at the moment, have you?
No. No, I don't.
That hearty meal is a distant
No, I'm
memory to
starving,
you.
but it's fine. I'm used to it. It's fine. Right, plus 9, 3. Okay. Oh my god.
Oh, 5, 13,
Not
and
looking good.
11. Do you have any fate points?
So-
Rubbish. I'll be fine. There's only one of them.
Okay.
Okay, let's roll damage. It's going to hit you twice when the damage eventually rolls. Come on.
Roll 20. Never change.
Oh, God.
Is-
Oh,
Yeah,
you
it's only
lucky.
6.
What?
The
They
minimum
do
you can
like
get.
8. They do like 9, 15 odd damage twice to Barrack, and you get hit for 6.
What?
I know. What piercing resistance do you have?
1. What?
1. So 5 points goes through twice. So you take 10 damage. Right, George.
Skill, guys. It's skill. You're just jealous.
The hell.
Okay. And now, at the back.
I shouldn't have mocked.
And it is whoosh, 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 as it now comes, moving into towards you with purpose. The grate more than supports its weight. And then it brings, unless you're interrupted, I don't think you've got any interrupts
Nope.
for it coming into
Nope.
melee.
No interrupts.
And with that,
Ooh.
Oh,
I've got a 27.
Dean, where are you getting these rolls? Well, I'm going to attempt to parry, which is 3 stamina, right? 3 stamina to parry.
It's 2 stamina to do a
Okay.
parry, 3 to do a dodge.
So that's green is there. So that's good thing I took the stamina investment. Yeah. So I
Yeah.
parry with a +3, +10, plus a boon.
You're saying plus
sorry,
3. Where do you get
3
plus
D20.
3 from?
Uh,
3d20, yeah.
plus
Yeah.
10. Submit plus a boon. Here we go. So
My
what you
jeez.
find is that little bird that's been like sitting on my shoulder kind of swings into action, and as it sort of spreads its wings, its beak elongates into a parrying dagger, and it goes ka-ching! And I sort of stand there and go, yes, I knew that would work.
And of course, the breakers still, you were well within range on the, even though it was hamstrung, it's kind of hobbling as it came towards you. But both attacks are quickly deflected by your shield. Right, that's all of my creatures done. We're at the end of round 1. Let's move to round
Before we
2.
start actually doing things, Endurian's going to shout, "The poisons will be useless, but the dwarf has the right idea. Hammers will be very effective against them."
Well.
Yeah.
Only if I hit the fuckers.
Who would like
I'm going to try and...
You have a hammer.
I will cleave these two, I think.
Okay.
Uh,
Off you go, Barry.
Spend 3 stamina.
The amount of force you need to cleave someone with a hammer.
Look.
Hammers
Hey.
don't do a lot
Through.
of cleaving, do they? But
Okay, so you've got a hit, but they're going to try and parry. So I'm going to start with the first one in the corner.
My bonus with the Warhammer is not very good.
At least you hit.
Well, I only hit if he fails the parry.
I think. Oh,
Ooh.
Well-
The first one deflects your attack to one side, and
Hell.
then the second one also attempts to parry.
well.
Can we review Foreteller of Destiny's rolls just for a minute?
Yeah.
Right. What you are
Sorry,
witnessing is on roll 20, whoever is the game master, the dungeon master, the Foreteller of Destiny, they seem to have a better bonus to hit. It happens with Brass in his games. It happens with me in my games. If I'm a player, I don't get good rolls, apart from that parry. If I'm a DM, characters die.
Okay, so Barrick, you have a swift action left.
Move back to Corvus, and I can maybe attempt to blast them all. Then again, they might be
Problem
resistant
is-
to fire.
Yeah, they might be. But also, wouldn't they just attack me if I try and move?
Yeah,
And then they'd attack me again on their turn, so...
yeah. Well, you'd put them
Right,
closer to the Corvus, which would be funny.
Well, Corvus is about to have a turn, so he can come closer to me.
That's true.
That is not the plan.
It is not the plan at all. Corvus has got a sort of. Does the plan kind of involve this kind of motion?
I don't know. Well, I'm going to try and leave this one because I'm better with my bow, so I need to create distance.
Okay, so Corvette, you are leaving melee.
Yeah, I want to do my stance evasive,
Absolutely.
so I can spend an extra 2 stamina. I may, whenever I think I'll need it to try and get out, away from this thing. Do I get a stamina back? 'Cause it's just start my turn.
Right, so you get 1 stamina at the start of your turn.
Oh, yeah, I did do my stamina back.
Got 1 stamina back as well. Yeah, you've done
Yeah,
that.
I sorted it.
And I'm just double checking your evasive stance is all about dodging and reflex saves.
Yeah. So
So it doesn't help you escape someone's melee. You need the mobile stance to do that.
no. Okay. I mean, I'll still do it. I might as well use it though, because it's the only stance I've got, and it doesn't cost anything to
Absolutely.
have it.
Is it
So I might as well just always have it.
Does it kind of give you an effect for the fight? Does it?
Yes. So when you go into a stance, you can only do one stance. The evasive stance, if you make a reflex save or a dodge test, you can spend 2 stamina to gain a boon on that test or save.
There is another
Yeah, so
way we
you're-
go about this.
Mm-hmm.
Because I can take my turn before his, right? Is that how this is
Yes.
working?
Absolutely.
I could cast my Aether missile in an attempt to knock them both prone. My one and your one, and then you could move it freely because they'd be immobilized.
But I mean, there's no downsides to that, is there? Because if it doesn't work,
'Cause I'm still hitting them anyway.
yeah.
And I'm quite happy with my parrying being able to help me through this because I think they're going to be doing mostly physical attacks.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want me to do that?
Yeah. That makes sense. Yeah.
Endurian's going to shout, "Get down, Corvus!" And he's going to tap his staff, click his finger, and these 2 Aether daggers are going to go thunk, thunk, either way. That breaker and that breaker, and he is going to do the force knockdown.
Okay.
3
Spend
stamina.
stamina.
I tried to do it through restream again. Yeah, and I can put the spell point down as well.
Yeah.
And I believe that is just roll damage 2d8, isn't it?
It's 2d8, but a d8 on one, d8 on the second.
Yeah, I'll do the one below me first.
Okay.
0, 1. Okay, there's that one.
And I'll
So
make
he's-
saves afterwards. Yeah.
and this one is 0, 1. Oh yes, maxed on the one up north.
Okay, so the missile's very effective, impact into both, and I will make, I believe,
I'll imagine they're quite good at these saves, but it's still a chance.
Yes, the saving throw is a physical contact, if I'm not mistaken.
Just remind myself. Oh no, it'd be on my other sheet here. Raw strength saving throw.
Oh, that's of course it is. I
The best one.
simplified it all. Okay, 2 seconds. Let's get that. Their raw strength is that. And too many screens open.
Yeah,
20. So the one by you saved,
that's fine. I hope it's the one up there we need to knock over.
and the second one. That's the
Yes!
one that gets knocked over.
Yay!
No longer threatening on the ground as it slams into the ground. So Corvette, you can move away safely without needing to spend stamina to do acrobatics or anything like that.
Do I move or do I remain?
Okay, Enduring, to finish off your turn, you have a swift action.
Endurian's going to remain where he is and prepare his magic to try and defend. I'll hold this one back!
Okay, so I can move wherever. So if I move there and shoot at this one,
Yeah.
that is what I will do.
You have a Bane because it is prone.
Okay.
If you shoot the one over here, hang on.
Go on.
You won't have a Bane because it's up, and you have an ally next to it, so you qualify for sneak.
Okay, let's do that one then. Yeah, I thought I might do the one that's injured, but because if we half kill them all, there's still, but it's better to do damage than not do damage against something, isn't it? So let's do against this one then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, that's the last. I'm helping you just a few bits here and there as you get used to your characters, but then I'll start shutting up and let you make your own decisions.
Mistakes. Let us make our own mistakes.
Absolutely.
It's very welcome.
Off you go, Corbett.
So no boon or bane, just as it is.
Yeah, no boon or bane, straight roll. But if you do hit,
Which I do.
Oh, I love it!
that's a solid strike. So
So
before
to
it even
unchain
goes
him, and he
round,
was able to do damage.
yeah, you defend against it. So you don't forget, you get to add your D10, you get your sneak damage, and you get your sneak effect. What sneak effect would you like to put up on it?
The hamstring one?
The hamstrung again? Yeah.
I don't see how bleeding's gonna, unless they're full of oil, but I've not heard of any oil yet. So
Hold on, let me see if anything that I got from my history check tells me.
we damaged them, but I'm not hearing.
They cannot be poisoned. They can't be psychically damaged. They're resistant to all elements except acid.
Okay.
Yeah.
Has it done it? I think it's lagged.
Yeah, it's going.
Okay. I'll just wait.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's Roll20's thinking about it.
Okay.
Dial-up connection sounds.
Can't comprehend. There you go.
Hey!
Nicely done. I'm just checking. Did you roll your sneak damage in there?
I did next. No, I don't think so.
No, I can see D10s. And I can see a D12. I can't see sneak damage.
Well, what do I add for that? Sorry.
It's a D6. If you roll a D6 separately, I'll add that.
One and one extra.
Just one more D6.
Yay.
Nice.
So that's 21 in total. But
Good.
they're fairly good against piercing. Oh no, they're really bad against piercing. You found the weak spot, piercing straight the way through. So
really
that
now?
is 17. Good hit.
Oh, just halved it.
Yeah.
Oh.
And you can see it beginning to hobble now as the arrow slams into its leg. Okay, is that you done, Corbett?
Yes.
Okay. We're going to start at the bottom here. As that one now begins to, let's have a look. Yeah, it's going to do that first. Its shield comes up, Endurian, and then it kind of slams the shield towards you. Now, you get to choose whether you use athletics or acrobatics, but it has to use athletics. Let me make my roll.
Oh, I get a +2 to acrobatics, so I guess we'll be doing that one. Loading.
There we go. Right. Oh, that's
Oh,
not good. I've got a
I
four.
am very lucky.
Very lucky. Roll, you need a 14 or higher.
It is. If I don't have proficiency in the skill, it is just my dex for acrobatics, isn't it?
It's just your dex with one dice.
Yeah.
So you're relying very much on luck here.
I am a golden god.
Yes. So as the shield hits you, you kind of move to one side and keep on your feet. It now brings the pickaxe around in rapid succession to strike at you.
And oh well, let's see if he hits first.
Yep.
Look at me, I'm a frontline fighter, guys.
You're doing great. Keep doing it.
Got a 25.
Yeah, again, the little songbird out of the light is going to sort of shift into a parrying dagger and attempt to parry the hell out of him. So that is 3d20, 10 with a boon.
Oh, easily done.
Ding!
And with that, there's sparks as the pickaxe is deflected twice. I'll now move to the one above, which quickly rises to its feet. So rising from prone.
They're never going to believe me because neither of them can see around the corner.
No.
You're one-on-one with this.
I think the wizard's dead.
Yeah.
Quickly
Not his shield.
you, Corbett.
Oh.
You didn't
Oh.
expect him to do that, did you?
Oh. Hi.
$26.
Okay, so I have the option of spending extra stamina when I dodge to get a boon,
Yes.
which I will.
Spend 5 stamina and you
Yeah.
can have a dodge with a boon.
Very much a good idea, I think.
I think so as well. Yeah, even
Very
though-
much. The suspense is killing me.
I know.
God, it's fine. Oh, I needed it. I needed it.
Oh, I'm gonna
Oh,
easily dodge out the way. That's
Oh, yeah.
a good
No sweat.
Right, and we're going to start with the one in the corner against you, Barrick. Its shield heads up towards you and attempts to bash you over. So it is attempting a push attack on you. So let me roll my athletics. And you get to choose athletics. So I got 20 in total. You get to resist with athletics or acrobatics.
should be very good.
Athletics plus 11, Grand Master in it, mate.
So 3 dice plus 11. And easily done. Easily done. You just,
I
the
hold it
shield
back.
hits you, Barrick, and you don't even move. At this point, it now begins to swing its arms around as it attempts to strike you with the
gotta
pickaxe.
spin to win.
I'm just going to let it damage me.
Yeah?
I've tanked the shield, I'm going to tank the pickaxe.
Maximum damage, 18. But you take it twice.
Well, I take -6 from those, so 12.
12.
Twice, 24.
I'm just gonna let it hit me, guys.
Come on,
Okay.
you think you're hard enough?
Yeah,
Oh, you are.
I'm bleeding.
Yeah. Oh, you are.
Now, the last one, standing in front of you, is going to attack. There seems to be some rudimentary intelligence here because it's seeing your reaction to the one shield. And it was bringing its up to kind of hit you, but it decides to bring it back down into a defensive position. Instead, seeing how effective the spinning pickaxe was, it also spins its pickaxe towards you.
Oh
Natural
god.
20.
And it's a critical success.
Look, there is no chance I can possibly parry that because it's crit anyway. So,
Yeah.
and
No,
even if the rule's there, no, because I don't think you can parry a crit.
You're just
anyway.
gonna let it hit you.
Yeah, you
right?
can't. I don't. I think the rule is you can't try to parry a crit
No,
in
I
the
mean
first
no,
place
but
anyway.
you just let it. Just let
But
it.
no, I'm letting
Yeah,
it
just
hit.
let it,
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm just-
I
you
do
know
one.
what? I hit like a wet noodle.
Okay, so we got 21. Take off your armor.
I thought you guys.
So that's -6. That's 15. That's 30 damage.
Okay, so you take 15, and then you take 15 a second time, which drops you to 0.
Yes.
So now,
Probably shouldn't have let it hit you.
as that pickaxe comes in, can I ask for a system shock saving throw?
Oh, the music changed perfectly there.
Where my system shock is no +9.
Okay.
Oh
You
boy.
need 20 or higher.
Is it just a roll 20, just a 1d20 plus 9?
D20 plus 9.
Just let it hit him.
Yeah, just
I'll just let it go through.
You feel the pickaxe slam in your side, but your toughness just seems to take the hit. You're feeling vulnerable now. These attacks coming in, you're no longer just shrugging them off. They're hitting, and they're hitting hard. So whilst
I do
you're at 0
have
points, or whenever I
great
take
fortitude.
0, you've got to make a system shot to avoid getting wounded. Okay, I
That
need
is
to remind you, 5 wounds, and your character is dead. And you get stuck in penalties.
So I have great fortitude. When you reduce to 0 hit points, you spend 1 or more stamina to immediately restore 4 hit points per stamina.
Did you want to do that instead?
Oh, yeah, I was wondering, like, that comes in. Is it like after?
Whoa. Brass?
say that again.
Oh, sorry.
Oh.
You okay there, Brass?
You sound weird.
They hit him harder than we thought.
So, Barrick, we're going to take a step back then. Are you activating your Great Fortitude as an interrupt?
You might need to jump out and jump back in, Brass.
His character did get hit really, really hard.
Yeah.
Just went straight through the internet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna let it hit. Just gonna let it hit me, guys. There he is. Yep. Sorry, Veriax.
What is the
toss your ad?
Is it all right now? Because I can't hear what I say.
Yeah, you're fine. It's just
okay.
all. It's like you fast forwarded as you were speaking, as well as became crackly. It was very strange.
I don't know. Must be some lag.
Okay, so let's take a step back. You're interrupting before you need to make your system shot save with the Great Fortitude. And I believe you went to something like -4 with the damage coming in.
-4. So that's at least 1 stamina to get back to 0. And then I'm going to spend 4 stamina.
Yeah.
To try and get back 4 lots of 4. So 16 HP.
But 4's used for the overflow, as it were, so you're on 12.
Yeah. Okay, there we are then. So as he does, he sort of hits me, and I sort of go to fall over backwards, and then sort of catch myself, and brace. Is that the best you can do?
Don't forget to cross off the stamina.
Hit like a woman.
I didn't hear no bell.
Oops, fuck that. Hang on.
Oh, no.
There we are, yeah.
There we go. That's better. You pretty much, your hand comes down and grabs the pickaxe before it can embed itself inside you. Your fortitude, your dwarvish fortitude, easily powering, supporting you, fortifying you. Okay, so I think that's all of my stuff done. End of round 2. Move to round 3.
Let's go on. Stamina, guys. Stamina. Add a stamina.
Oh yes. Good idea.
So I get back. There's still 4 of my guys. I get back 4. You all get back 1. Let's go.
I think the best thing that I can do at this point is kill one of the buggers. Did either of you two have an idea for the order in which we should do this? Or do you want me to just get rid of the one I've got?
Trying just desperately to survive, so not really.
I mean, I'm doing all right.
Oh, you're fine. Yeah. Put one in front of you. Kill that one.
I'm gonna. I think
kill it. It's easy.
The best thing I can do here is just to hit it with the Aether missile again. I'm gonna hit it with both Aether missiles. I'm not gonna make it do a save or anything though.
No. Conserving your stamina. Yeah.
And the spell points. Oh boy. That's roll damage. Rerolls on 3s. 0, 2. As that goes through. Come on. 16 damage!
Oh, jeez.
As these 2 parrying daggers like fly up and around and into its like neck joints.
Nice.
They smash through the outer shell of this creature, and as they do, you can see it seize up. Its chest begins to flash, and then there's this surge of power and a sudden explosion. The creature's no longer there, but you are showered with shards of aether energy and metal.
So I'm going to do this thing where like cool guys don't look at explosions, and
Yeah.
you see, you guys can see me get a. Oh, am I getting hit by this?
Yes, 7 aether damage.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll take that. You guys kind of see like the back of my hair and cloak is smoldering as I come out, but like there's this big explosion, and I walk out, and I sort of look over to Corvus and look at the dwarf. Are you having trouble, gentlemen?
No.
It's all under control.
I can just see like blood everywhere, and I think the best thing that we can do here is probably attempt to free up Corvus so that he can get more sneak attack on the damage on the ones over there. So I've done 15 feet. I'm going to place myself here by the breaker.
Okay.
Ooh.
So moving alongside it,
I'm gonna-
porting Corvette.
I know it's not damage. I'm going to kind of like bonk it on the back of the head with my stick.
Excuse me.
Hang on, are you trying to draw aggro from
Yes. Yes, I am. Come here, you big lummox. And I'm going to dunk. Stab it in the knees or something.
As you're the only person who's damaged it, its head kind of spins round on its axis and looks
dear.
at you.
Oh.
And yeah, it now seems to be reevaluating the targets it has available.
That's it. Look at the elf. And I'm going to sort of wave my arms.
Mhm.
And then give Corvus a help me.
Right, Corvith, don't forget, you have the initiative. You were first, so you've got a token you can use to re-roll it, anything. Who wants to go next?
Go on, Corvith.
All right. Yeah.
Off you go.
Okay. Yeah. So is it? I wanna dodge away again and just try and again shoot it because that's my best option. That's gone really well so far, so I don't want to deviate from that.
Okay.
Looking at me.
Yeah, so my aim is to get there.
Okay, so make an acrobatics as you leave the melee of the breaker, and spend 2 stamina. And that's you trying to nimbly move away.
I'll do the stamina now. What's that?
Come on.
Ah,
I tried so hard.
You can use your token if you want.
I might do that. I might do that thing.
Okay, let's roll again.
Yeah, let's roll again. Okay, just
But in the
is that both dice then? Do I re-roll?
No, you roll the 2 dice again. So the test
I just
has
roll the
happened. As you're
entire-
moving,
Okay.
yeah, you're sensing you're not in a great position. Yeah. And 21.
No, easy.
So you manage to avoid the breaker attacking you as you move away, and off you go.
All right, and again, I'll just shoot it.
Yeah.
I should really know what this is by now, shouldn't I?
Nah, this is our second
Plus 10.
combat.
Yeah. That's
Hit.
22. So it's going to attempt to parry that. Brings its shield round.
Yeah,
Of course,
just
yes.
about.
The shield, this large shield, easily gets in the way of your arrow, hits the shield and goes flinging up and over.
Bollocks.
This could be a problem.
Yeah. Barrick, I think it is over to you now.
It's going to zoom
Is
in
it
on this
any kind
situation
of
a bit.
action to swap my weapons?
It's a free action to do that.
He's gonna get his great axe out, even though the Warhammer may be able to do more damage theoretically. I can't hit with this thing. I need more strength behind my attacks. I am a grandmaster with this axe. And
Okay.
I'm gonna try to cleave both
Not
of these
the
boys.
great axe is one of the exceptions to the rules. It's a heavy weapon. It takes a swift action to ready that because it's the way it's.
Well, he's not moving anyway.
So
I'm through playing around now, boys.
Yeah.
It's time to die. Right, how much is a cleave again? 3 stamina.
Yes.
I don't need stamina.
What about blood? Do you need that?
Doesn't need much.
I don't need blood either.
Off you go. Oh,
I don't need blood. I don't need blood.
the cleave
Very nice.
strikes both hard and fast. So add a d10 to your damage, and let's deal damage.
That's the way to go, isn't it?
So reroll of a 2. None of those. None of those. 1d10 and 2d12.
Nice.
20. And this is slashing damage, which is -7, so 13 goes through on both.
It's all right. It's respectable.
It is.
That.
There is something we forgot to do. Enduring, could you roll the morale damage, please?
Oh, yes. 2d6?
Yeah, if you click the either roll 2d6 or there's a roll.
Oh, there is. I keep forgetting there's buttons down here. I don't have a reroll, so 6.
Yeah, I lost
Perfectly
that.
average.
Cool. So there we go. The pulsing's slowing down a little bit in each of them, but they still seem to be very much active. Okay, so Variax, I think that's you done. Very successful cleave.
Yeah,
That
there we are. That's all
that
I
might
needed
be-
to do.
Just enough
Okay.
for me to finish that one off.
Yeah. However, they get to go first now. So let's start with this one over there.
Okay. Here we
It
go.
brings its shield up first of all and
I
attempts
forgot it
to
could do
knock
that.
you onto your backside. Come on.
This could go
You're very good.
badly.
I got an 18.
It's not gone terribly. I just need to get very lucky. Roll the 20. That still hits me, doesn't it?
No, status quo is you're standing upright.
Oh!
Shield hits you, you're lifted off your feet. It then slams it down and brings the shield back to its side. And you find miraculously you're still standing on the floor rather than on the floor.
Like a cartoon. Boing. Huh?
And with that, it begins to wind its pickaxe up again and attack you. If they could express emotions, you think it would be frustration.
It missed me.
And it misses completely.
Can I
You
matrix
get it in its
dodge?
head. You're...
As it misses me, I'm going to bonk it on the head with my stick again. You're just watching me kind of like kung fu finesse it. Corvith, what is your reaction to the wizard doing this shit?
just watching in half disbelief, but trying to hide it, I guess.
Okay, so I've got a hit on you, Barrack.
I'm
can
gonna
parry that.
parry that one. I've got my great axe this
Oh my
time.
God,
so
I'm actually laughing so much I'm crying.
nice, incredible.
Oh, jeez.
Reroll it. You've got a fate point.
I have a fate point. I'm using my fate point.
Okay.
Yep.
Much.
Hey.
And with that, you easily deflect the first of the picks,
Why,
and then the
literally
second one has
just
its
needed to be
attack
above a
as
10.
well. The engines seem to be tiring somewhat as they unleash this onslaught of attack.
Let's slow it down, boys.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
just
the
keep
parries
parrying.
would have brained, wouldn't they?
They might be slowing you down permanently if you're not careful.
Not at all.
Oh, for God's sake!
don't forget
No, I don't see the problem.
stamina as well.
Oh yeah, I did that on the first one. I'll do that on this one, mate.
How many times are you going to miss a parry by one?
I don't see the issue.
Oh,
Just let him hit me for max damage again.
There you go.
Oh.
That's 13.
-6, 7, 14. I am down.
Yeah.
Again.
I will use. Actually, how many times can I use Great Fortitude?
As many times as you have stamina.
Once again, he slams into me, and because I'm only 2 over, I use 1 energy
To be on 1 hit point.
to be on. I think it would be 2 because he brings me down. He does 14 damage in total.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah. So I am like. Oh, hang on. 2.
So-
There we go.
The only hit point that matters
You're fine.
is the last
I'm
one.
just sort of standing there like almost a catatonic state, but I am still on my feet.
Oh, you're taking the punishment like a real dwarf. You're doing your plan proud.
Like I
And
said.
that is the end of my turn. So we're on to round 4. Everybody gets a point of stamina. I get 3. However, the group is looking tired.
I mean, I'm fine. Any objection to me killing one of those bloody breakers that is by Barrack?
I would like to cleave. See if I can do-
I'll let you've been fighting so hard. Go on, I won't kill Steel.
Don't you kill steal this. I mean, the other one I won't kill, and it's probably going to get me, but at least I'm taking one of these bastards down.
Yeah,
So-
that one's in the dark as well, so it's going to be a problem.
Yeah, true. Cleave. Oh,
No, I
I-
auto hit with Aether Missile.
I have enough stamina.
Meant for me.
Yes, but in Durian, it's just beyond your light source. So
Oh
you
yeah, so I can't
pretty
actually
much
see
can't.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're just seeing this shadowy, just
Yeah.
metallic
Barrack-
sword.
Hold on, can I
darkness
just
and
take a quick look? Let's zoom in on this for the video. Look at his bars. Look what he has left. I'm going to print screen this. This is a Twitter post. Fighting to the
said.
last.
They hit like a girl. A dwarven girl, but a girl nonetheless. And they all rolled low.
Oh! And I don't think you've got any more fate points, have you?
Nope.
You by one.
By 1 again. Oh. So sorry, Barrack.
I can shoot it.
You have kind of skittered off the shells of these creatures, but failed to strike them properly. You got your swift action, but is there anything before we pass?
Well, I'm standing my ground. I can't even move anyway. It's sort of like a last attempt.
It's heroic.
Just sort of swing. Doom.
Yeah. You stand there
This is off the
defiantly
shield.
as who would like to go next?
I do.
Go for it.
Can I sneak and shoot at the same turn or not?
Okay, so when you
How's it
say
work?
sneak, as in use your
Yeah, hide in shadows thing to basically get a sneak attack on that one to make sure it dies.
You have sneak damage on there anyway because he's next to Barrack.
but you want your boot. don't you?
Right. Well, that's what I was looking for. Yeah, you're right. I do, don't I? So I could just basically want to move there, shoot this. Then if I get the sneak anyway, extra d6. I don't think I'll need to, will I?
No, you're talking about the boon, not the extra damage.
Yeah. So it's 2 stamina and a swift action if you want to cloak yourself in shadow again.
Okay, I'll give that a go. Yes.
Okay. And make a hide in shadows with a bane.
Yeah.
Do you know what? With that critical success, you just fade from sight, and as you appear, you've now got a greater boon to your attack roll.
Oh.
Don't miss, please.
What do you mean? What do you mean don't miss?
Just watch.
I assume you'll be attacking the one you can see there.
Yeah.
Okay.
How could you miss?
It is a hit. Right, I can parry, but I'm imposing a greater bane on the parry attempt. They have a boon as natural, so that will be a bane on its attempts to parry you, and it will try.
Okay.
Go bane.
Hey.
It doesn't even bring the... Well, it's about to bring the shield up when the arrow strikes, so deal damage.
All right.
Come on.
Is that right?
It's got to be dead. It's got to be.
And with that, it is brought to 0. You see as the arrow strikes, there's a surge of power. It then disrupts the sort of heart of the
Oh no.
and there's an explosion.
Oh no!
Oh no!
All right. All right.
Barrett doesn't even. He never saw the
Trying
other
to
one
help.
explode, so he doesn't know.
Okay, 5 aether damage.
He's down.
I've applied it to the one breaker next to you, but Barrack, you're down to -3 again.
Oh, hang on, minus.
Oh, we completely forgot about the explosion.
The minus numbers don't like. There we are.
So, are you using great fortitude to put yourself on 1 and 0 stamina?
Well, there's a chance,
You get wounds if
though
you don't.
the chance is basically 0, that the breaker will miss me. So I will use my last stamina point to put myself on 1 HP.
He's just too angry to die.
The best.
Remarkable, really.
And
I
with
mean,
that,
there's me doing all this kung fu shit, but look at what's happening to the dwarf.
there's nothing but rubble left where this machine used to be, leaving the one you're facing now pulsing with a bit of light, and the one in front of you, Endorian.
You guys ever play Hogs of War?
Yes, I
Remember,
have.
like they leave the boots behind after they explode.
Corbett, could you roll morale damage against this group, please?
Okay. Oh, that's just 1. Sorry. Press the wrong button.
Okay.
Should I
this
do
is
it
it.
again?
Yeah, do it again. Do it again.
Oh,
Do the same thing again.
I was hoping it would ask me how many. But,
Oh,
okay.
That's still 7, so I've only got... So the remaining 2 seem to be losing a lot of power, but they still look very determined to stay and fight. Okay, so Endorian, it's over to you.
it's all ogre. Right. This thing is still looming over me, intent on killing me. I don't like my chances of getting lucky again with the prone thing that it's going to try and do to me. Can I cast 2 spells in a turn?
So long as you... So you're talking about the swift action, escape,
Yeah.
and then an action for another spell. Absolutely. There's no limit.
Brilliant. So I could do my swift action, quick escape. Oh yeah, casting time, swift action. It actually says it on there.
Yeah.
So you're gonna see Barrack and Corvit's behind the pillar, but I kind of shrink into a point of light, which then zips away from this thing. After I snap my fingers, and I can move at a height which is 25 feet. So I end up there. Zip. In fact, you would just sort of see me. You would just sort of see me kind of like expand from a pinpoint of light in front of you, Corvus.
That's clever.
I am then going to attempt to Aether Missile both of these. And I'm going to do the Aether Force knockdown on them. So I'll do the one by Barrack first. So I will roll my damage. Reroll of 3.
That one first.
Yeah, Barrack first. So here comes the damage for him. 5 damage to that breaker and a raw strength saving throw, I believe it is.
It is, and I can quickly do that now.
He is prone.
Close, but down he goes.
And immobilized.
Yep.
I remember what you're saying when it's kind of like things just click. And I'm enjoying this. And again, the other one, so reroll of 3s, 1d8. 8 damage.
Okay, and I'll quickly do the save. This one, however, remains upright.
It is going to be able to get over to me, but Barrack now has a better chance of survival.
Yeah.
I don't think I can do anything else because my swift action was to teleport. So
so you've used your action, your swift action, done.
I need to take my. Oh no, it wasn't to teleport, but it was to move without.
Thematically, I love what you've done.
Flavoring it, yeah.
Strictly speaking, it's not a teleport. Yeah.
Well, it's why I made like the light kind of moves and zips rather than me just vanishing.
That's perfectly fine.
How much? That was 3 stamina. That was. That I spent that turn.
For your meta magic. Yeah. Okay.
Right.
It does move in, and its shield.
Oh god. I tried to avoid this.
It is absolutely determined to get something.
Kill this freaking elf wizard thing.
19.
Oh god, this is not going to go well for me. But I do have 2 fate points, so I could attempt to just fish for the... You know, I am going to use a fate point.
Okay, you can only use one on a test, but you get to re-roll now.
I am, just to see if I can frustrate it further. Submit.
Oh,
Nope. Oh well.
No.
Down I go.
Yeah.
Now, I can't parry if I'm immobilized, but it's my shield activating.
You can parry. You can't dodge.
Oh, okay.
Yeah?
Okay. So I'm down on the floor. Ow.
And then it begins to swing its axe around. You can see a lot of power being consumed to do this. Its pickaxe, giving it a... Sorry?
Go on. I'm just sort of going,
Oh, right. It's got a boon on this. You are prone. And that's a 29.
Yeah, the bird's coming out. This little light bird comes out, and instead of being like a dagger, it's going to try and spread its wings that way and become like a shield type shape.
Okay.
And this is 2 stamina. I tried to do it from restream again.
Mm-hmm.
And it is going to do 3d20, 10, and a boon. So this could it's a good. This could work. Ka-chung!
Oh!
As the shield fades, it's just Endurian on the floor flipping it off.
The final breaker, it begins to spin its arm, but seems to have no energy to do that, and just launches a normal attack against you,
From the floor?
Barry.
He hacks at my feet.
So it's just one pickaxe coming in, which doesn't even connect. It seems that they are running out of energy. Right, that's the end of round 4. So we're moving into round 5. I get 2 stamina back. You all get 1.
We're still in.
Who would like to go first? You're still in, but you've almost got
You
it.
know what? I'm just attacking this dude on the floor. I'm still going. I'm shambling forward. Oh yeah, go on.
This one would have lost immobilized and it would have stood up, but you can't take advantage because you didn't have the stamina to do the opportunity.
That's fair.
attack.
I see him getting back up.
Okay.
Oh, you're still standing as
Yeah,
well,
so
you
you got
bastard.
back up leisurely. The two of you almost leaning on each other, panting.
I do the weakest, most pathetic dwarven swing of my axe that I've ever done.
And he hits massively.
Yeah, look at that.
Terribly weak.
Oh, Brass, your great
Yes.
axe, yes? And it crits on her?
Oh, it's
because
crits on a
two-handed?
19. Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
That's a critical success.
Such a weak attack.
Yeah, it was the weakest attack I've ever done.
The breaker just stood there and was like, I'll just let it hit me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So reroll 2. So that adds a d10 if it crits, right?
It adds a d10 to your damage.
Oh my god. Where was this earlier when I
Yeah.
It's going to take you with it, mind.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Okay, so
I don't care.
slam into it, absolutely decimating it. And as it explodes,
I spend my last stamina point to remain on 1 HP.
What is this fight?
And I stand there victoriously over this. Yes, that's right, you little bastard.
Dwarf, your beard's on fire.
I fought mud crabs
so Barry, you
fiercer
do
than
have
you.
a swift action if you
Hey,
want.
go on. Oh, it's swift action. Oh, yeah.
Are you done, Barrick?
I swiftly fall over into the corner.
Okay. Who would like to go next?
I will, with my usual repertoire of...
Can I make an attempt to not be next to it for when you hit it?
Oh, yeah.
if that's okay with you.
I probably won't kill it, you know.
Probably. But
Yeah,
you could
probably.
crit, and that could do something to it.
Yeah, I'll go on then.
So I am gonna.
You'll be fine.
I'm gonna. Oh, I'm getting up. Does that take my entire move?
Oh. It doesn't, but I need Barrett. Could you roll morale damage first of all?
Was it D6 in it?
2d6.
2D6.
It is a macro or roll 2.
Oh yeah, I got it right there. Roll morale damage.
Yeah.
Morale.
That's fine. So it's a free action to get up. Doesn't cost you any movement, but if there's any enemies next to you, they can have an opportunity
Oh,
attack
is there a
on
way
you.
to rise defensively? Is called, isn't it? Not really something I can do.
There are,
You know what? You know what?
Yeah.
You just go for it, Corvus. I'm just gonna lie here for a bit longer.
Okay. The only problem with that is you don't count as an ally
You know,
next to the machine.
I'm gonna get up.
Stand up. Don't be lazy.
I'm gonna hit it. With...
Stand up.
Oh yeah,
And
go on.
It doesn't even
Ah.
move. It seems to not have the energy within it to take an opportunity attack.
I wonder if
So
I could
you're
just like
fine
with the stick
standing
and
up.
like push it over. I'm gonna hit it with my 2 Aether missiles, and I'm gonna spend 3
Okay.
to try and knock it over. Now, is that 2 saves as each one hits, or is it all? Yeah.
No, it will count
Let's
as
say
one
that last
source of
session
damage.
as well. I think
So
I
it's
might
only
have.
one save.
So this is reroll of a 3, 2d8, and a raw strength saving throw. Watch me kill it and just explode.
I don't know where that D6 came from over there, but that's
There's a
40
d6.
damage.
It says rolled 0 d6.
There's a D6 on my screen.
Yeah,
it's not in
small.
the
Rolling. Yeah, that's very strange.
That is bizarre. Okay, let's make the raw strand. Oh, and with that, it comes
I'm
crashing
gonna go
to the
over here.
ground. And you quickly move into the
Actually,
other corner.
I think
So,
it'd probably
Corbin.
be more likely that he would go over here so he could try and miss the first aid if needs be.
Okay. Corbett.
Shoot it. Although it is. Yeah.
Okay, you have a bane because it's prone.
Would it ever been if I went in and just whacked it with my machete?
You would
No,
have a
let's do
that.
in that case.
Machete. Although that
You
was
wanna-
heavy,
wanna move
wouldn't
it?
but I
Whack it.
can take it. I mean, I just, you know.
We
No,
do
I'll
get
shoot
our-
it.
We get all of our HP back at the end of the fight.
Yeah. Okay.
That's why it's so important
I
that
can't-
Variax have that last HP.
Yeah. I'm going to shoot it.
Okay, off you go.
It'll be fine. I've done it. I'm sure I have.
You're
Okay.
good.
That. And it's coming up 24. So
Okay.
it's a solid hit. Deal damage.
This could be it.
Tag in for me. There we go. Okay. Oh, hang on. Got a bit of lag there. So.
This is the first encounter.
It's the only encounter.
Come on.
And yeah,
Oh,
that's
thank
going to be enough. Bringing it to 0, and then the arrow strikes true, and then it explodes, but no one is next to it, so you're perfectly fine.
Yeah. Perfectly fine.
You okay there, dwarf? Poke with stick.
Oh, nothing happened.
Indeed.
I'm fine.
Healing for the dwarf.
He's gonna crack his shoulders. Just a bit
Just
stiff.
Open up the wounds.
Oh yeah, there's blood pouring.
Okay, so apart from some bruising, you're perfectly fine.
Nice.
So we regain everything at the end of a fight, right?
Okay, you've recovered your energy. Looking at the remains, there's not much here now. Shards of metal. The engines within the machines exploding, pretty much shredding everything.
That was valiantly fought, gentlemen. Valiantly fought indeed.
Oh yeah, they were pushovers. Those lot.
Indeed. I'm going to slap you on the back. Well, like a well done.
My spine breaks.
Do not know my own strength. Well, that got dicey. That got very dicey. So we know the tactic now is we put Barrack in the biggest clump of enemies we can because he can't die, whilst Corvus kites and I try and knock them prone.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
It worked.
No one even got wounded.
Well, seeing as I'm here,
No.
Easy game for babies.
I will. Don't say that to a DM ever.
He's not a DM, he's a foreteller of destiny. It's
Foreteller of destiny. I would like to investigate the door, if I may.
Okay, so the door, the solid metal door, another one of these strange locks upon it, but the door doesn't, it's kind of hanging a little bit out, doesn't seem to be locked. There's a bit of rubble about the place that you need to clear, but the door seems to look like it can open.
Doesn't appear to be trapped.
I open the door.
This is Corvus takes a
Doesn't appear to be trapped. Doesn't mean it's not trapped.
The door opens to reveal a L-shaped room beyond. There's another one of these strange grates in the floor, and you can see that this room has a lot more in the way of destruction about it. It once had desks and some device of some kind in the one corner, but everything looks like it has exploded at some point. The far end of the room, you see vines that have thorny vines that have kind of come through, and they work their way around the far edge of the room, and then they continue on through the wall to the north. Endurian, what takes your attention, however, is on the north wall there is a large oil painting.
My. Very pretty.
The oil painting is of a tall, slender man with long, straight hair, silver in color. The ears go up to points, far more pointed than yours, and the eyes have an ethereal glow about them, a soft white grey light. The figure is dressed in a flowing gown, ornate symbols of a large circle with three smaller circles intersecting with the large circle. There is a glowing sun in the middle of this large circle. The gown is purple with red trim. The gentleman seems to have been painted standing in this room with an ornate desk behind him. But he seems incredibly tall and holds himself with a strange air. You get uneasy looking at the painting.
This is quite striking. Is this the ornate desk?
Yes.
I would like to search it.
Okay. You move across and having a look around the desk, make an investigation.
Check my stat. Investigation is 6 2d20. It's going. 20.
Okay. You give the desk a really good search, but you can't find anything around here. As you're doing so, you notice at the bottom of the painting that there is a small kind of plaque. Very, very small.
Oh, what does it read?
You go across to it. The styling of the writing is similar to your language, but it's not a word or a set of words you understand.
Hold on, I might have a skill for this.
Yeah, I'm looking. There's decipher language.
Yes, I have a +7 in it.
Yeah.
Uh,
Oh. So You can make a decipher language roll. There isn't a boon or a bane for you because the language is similar to
Okay,
yours.
so 7. 20, natural 20.
Oof.
You have a look at it. It's a more complicated version of your script.
Hmm.
And I will let you know what it says. 2 seconds.
Yes, I think I can. I think I can make out what is here. You give me a moment. You carry the one, even though it's language.
We're not bringing the painting. It's too big.
But I don't want to bring the painting. It doesn't make me feel right.
I can put an axe through the painting if you desire.
No. There's no need for that, dwarf. It's exquisite work. It just seems a bit
Weird.
off to me. Sort of stroking my my gaunt chin. It's like an ancient mode of the southern province's tongue. Right. Huh. It simply reads the creator. It seems to be, well, ancient Elvish. It's always been theorized there was a root to my mother tongue, but never proven. I'm going to take out one of my parchments and a graphite, and I'm going to make a what you see the whole rubbing. Yeah,
Oh,
I'm gonna try
the
and make-
tracing. Of the-
yeah, I'm going to try and make like a pencil rubbing of it.
Okay.
And I'm also going to try and I'm going to make a like copy of the oil painting with all the symbols and like label the colors that are supposed to be there.
Okay. This is going to take you a long time to do that.
Oh, it's quite
you're-
literally just here is a stick man, here are his robes, and
Okay.
here are the rudimentary symbols upon those robes.
Not a problem. So a detail of the bits that matter, the symbols.
Yes.
But just very brief on the rest.
And I'm gonna try and commit this thing to memory.
Okay.
And I'm then going to say, there are many scholars in Harbour who I think would pay quite handsomely for this information.
Whatever you say.
Do you see anything else in this room, gentlemen? Other than these, I'm going to guess these books are ruined.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can kick around in this room a little bit.
Okay. You do so. The metal is corroded. You're finding some strange things, but they look, as you go to touch something that looks interesting, it just begins to crumble away, rust having eaten at it from the inside.
So we're talking thousands of years old, this place.
Well, potentially, it's at least 800 years old. At least.
Shall we continue, gentlemen?
Better than staying here.
I'm going to take one last look at him.
Mm-hmm.
I think he may remind me of my father. Maybe that's why it makes me feel so uneasy.
You got issues?
Many. Would you like the list?
Not particularly.
Another time.
No.
Right then. I'm going to investigate this door.
So mean.
Okay, make an investigation.
+5. 2d20 +5. It's rolling.
Roll.
Here it comes.
25.
Yeah.
Nice.
Can't help but
natural
notice
20.
the 3D dice have turned themselves off.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know whether the Roll20's been having issues with that then.
Yeah, I think it's just the lag today is a bit high.
It is. Having a good look at this door, there is nothing hazardous. The door, whilst it is in a closed position, doesn't have the lock that the other door has. It has a strange handle, but having a good look at it without touching it, no, there's no bolt across into the frame.
Can I get my
This door
door
is-
ready, notch and arrow?
Perfectly fine. I'm going to open the door.
That's what's behind it that I'm worried about.
Oh, the reason these fucking explosion rings are around is because the dudes explode when they die.
Only just figured that out.
Yes.
Right, are you opening the door?
Yes, I am opening the door.
You reveal a long corridor, another grate, a passageway going to the left, and then it continues on, ending in another door. This door, however, is covered with rubble, and the whole sort of sides of the door seem to have exploded, and the corridor does not look in a good state.
Well, I'm keeping my eye out for traps as I proceed.
Absolutely. Okay, everything seems fine.
I would like to peer around the corner.
Weasel words. Seems fine.
I hate that kind of language.
You peer around the corner to see that the passageway continues, but onyx rock now blocks everything. It looks like there was an absolute cave-in or something, but the passageway, maybe given time, you could excavate through it, but right now it seems impassable.
Well, this way's blocked. It's caved in.
We do not have the time to excavate. We'll have to move forward.
Okay, so Barak, at this point, could you make a find remove traps, please?
Just randomly.
You have a boon.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry.
Find remove is a rogue.
The way I do things like this, is I don't get you to roll until you're about to trigger or activate or do something. And that way you don't know whether you've succeeded or not because you haven't been asked to make a roll until it matters. So, Barak.
Okay, well, unfortunately I have 0 proficiency in this, so I'm just going to...
Oh, if you got 0, then you can't. Make an investigation roll instead. Again, with a boon.
Okay.
Sorry, hang on.
I find out I should have been going first.
Yeah, the Pathfinder should probably have been finding the path.
Yes, a straight investigation roll.
Straight investigation. Okay, that's fine.
My vision's limited. I did you right behind me.
Sorry, am I casting too much light?
Coming through, it's a 16.
60. Okay, so you haven't spotted anything. Continue your movement.
Yeah, it's
Right,
fine.
fair enough.
Fine,
Yeah,
it should be fine. It
going on here at all.
Seems okay.
Yeah. Okay, so at this point, have you got uncanny senses?
I think I do, actually. Uncanny senses.
Rogue
skills at the bottom. +6. I'm a master in it.
Okay, so could you make an uncanny senses roll with a boon?
Right, with a boon. It's happening.
I'm going to move you back here. You're about to sort of leap using the side of the wall to kind of get yourself propelled over when your hairs begin to really go up. You've got this uneasy feeling. You sense you're in immediate danger. So you stop.
Something not right about this place.
Let me take a look.
Okay. Could you make a find remove traps, please, Corvette?
Okay,
you have a boon to this roll.
Okay, good.
Very good, yes. Very good. Yes. Can't possibly go wrong.
Nah.
Easy.
I've done
Easy
it.
game. You
Oh, God,
just had to roll above a 10.
There's nothing at all. Fine.
You're struggling to see anything here. You can't see any traps or anything hazardous.
There's nothing here, dwarf.
No, I'm all right then. Go on then.
Whoa, wait.
Go on.
Hold. Can I do a straight investigation? Because Barrack's obviously sensing something.
Yes, you can. So you can now make a straight investigation. So all of you drawn into this area begin to really have a good look at it. So go on, Endurian. Show them how it's done.
It's a +6. What should be fucking terrible? It's going. Natural 20. Show them how it's done, Endurian.
Endurian, you have a look at the grate and you begin to notice the structural issues you've got here. And like the other grates that seem to be in remarkable condition, you're looking more the underneath of the grate. It's easy to miss, but you can see the corrosion. You can also see the corner where Barak was about to use the wall to swing himself over the grate. The wall has a lot of sort of smaller cracks. You suspect, had he done that, the wall would have given way and he would have fallen onto the grate and the grate would have then given way and he would have fallen down.
Ah.
It has survived.
Well, I can see what's happened here, and Corvus, your skills are not betraying you. This is not a trap. It is merely the slow march of time. He's going to point with his staff. Look here. If we were to step upon this grate, it would collapse. However, Barrick was about to try and weave himself over with that wool. Look closer, Barrick. The handholds there would crumble and throw you into the abyss.
I can't see from this angle.
Yeah, just zoom in.
Zoom in.
You just see his eyeballs go zzzt,
What I mean.
like Futurama. She'll simply have to jump the gap.
Oh, easy enough.
Easy.
Easy enough for me.
Yeah.
Pole
You will
vaulting
try
with
and
my stick.
leap. How far can I jump?
So jump is straightforward. It's an athletics. Got it right here. Jump. As long as you've got, you can get enough of a run up. You make an athletics test, and the result is the number of feet you've jumped. So you literally 5 or higher.
Right. Well, I'm going to try and leap. So I want to leap over both of these sort of initial squares and try and get over here.
In which case, you're looking at 10 or higher to do that.
That's all right. Athletics, I believe. Grandmaster plus 11. 3D. Yeah.
Yeah. Just don't roll.
Every single one of my Grandmaster rolls so far has been pretty bad. Just like that.
18 feet. You're fine.
Yeah, that's
This
Oh,
is
18, yeah, that's a good point. Yeah.
You don't need a 20. It's what you're rolling for is how far you can jump. So yeah, quite happily you leap over, avoiding any problems, and land over there.
Nice. I do a little bit of a wall run along this one here.
Oh, yeah. So you say it's how far we have a run up plus a roll.
So you got enough room to kind of step back, get a bit of a run, and then you can leap. Because you've got a wall alongside you, you can use either athletics or acrobatics to do this.
Well, acrobatics would give me a +2, so I will do that.
Okay. You're looking definitely to get a 10 or higher. Otherwise, you're hitting that grade.
Okie dokie. Just gotta roll above a 10.
Oh!
I am going to use a fate point to
Jump straight
get
into
rid of that
the
critical fumble.
to re-roll. Oh, can I re-roll critical fumbles?
Yes, you can.
Brilliant. That's all my fate points. And watch me do it again. There we go.
You're fine. And with that, land safely across the other side. So Corvette, it's just over to you.
Okay. I should be fine. Got +8. Should be fine.
Yeah.
Good enough.
Yeah, that's fine.
71 feet.
And you're now all on the other side.
Well, this door looks like it's seen better days.
Aye. What say you, Corvus? Does it look safe?
I'll take a closer look.
Make an investigation.
Let's have a little look. Seems fine. Yeah, no traps. Everything's fine.
The most useless
Completely
road
fine.
in the world.
Well, the rogue says it's safe.
Yeah.
Indeed, it must be safe.
It might be.
Go on, Corvus, can you open it?
I try it. Yeah, I try and open the door.
Okay. So Corvette, you can't see anything untoward. And as you try and open the door, this thing's not even budging. There's no give. And as you now have a closer look, it is absolutely wedged in. The door frame itself has twisted and buckled in places. It's going to take a hell of a lot of force to open this door.
So it's not
If it can be
trapped.
done.
We need
Stand back.
something, very blunt and heavy. I look at the dwarf, but
I have a plan. Stand back, cover your ears. We've been through this before. I'm going to cast Shout at it once they're both behind me.
Okay.
And try and blast my way through it. Open sesame! There's a shout.
You shout, and the whole area seems to reverberate with your shout as it echoes back and forth. The door doesn't do anything, but behind you, you hear a creak, a groan,
Oh, good.
and then suddenly the grate gives way and falls down.
That was well done.
It could have been worse. It could have been much worse.
That was seamless. Love it.
Ooh, no, hold on. No, I don't. That didn't use 6 spell points.
You can get the spell point back now if you wish.
Oh, sweet.
Okay, so
Take
you've
a
just logged
tentative
the
look
grate,
down
but
here
apart
just
from
to have a curiosity. Just have a little look. Yeah.
Careful when you stare into the abyss, for the abyss might drag you in.
having a look, the shaft goes about 20 feet, and then you can see the floor
It's
just beyond. It's about a 30-foot drop.
Well, I have 100 foot of rope.
Yeah, I mean, can I see any openings down the shaft at all? Or is it just
It
solid
seems to
four
drop
walls?
a corridor of some kind.
Oh.
So what I will do is reveal.
So you found the way we had to go.
So can you see across to the left on the map?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
I've revealed what you can see beneath.
Hmm.
And
It
it
looks
looks like it's slightly rusted over.
We're going down. I'm going to try and tie the rope to
The door.
one of these flimsy
Door handle.
little, one of the slightly intact little bars. Maybe.
Perhaps we tie it to the door that won't move.
Oh, I mean,
How many? Is it 100 feet?
100 feet, yeah.
Yeah, that should work, shouldn't it then?
Yeah, and then another 30, so yeah, you're fine.
Yeah.
Oh, there we are. The tight it. Maybe the door will open while I'm trying to climb down it.
Well, we either open the door or we get down there. Or both for the person who goes there
if
first.
the door opens, we're only going to drop like 5 feet.
Either way, I'm abseiling down.
I'll go 2.
Oh well, I'll go as well then. Yeah, I mean, I can stand here on my own, especially when it'll get very dark very quickly.
Oh yeah, I've got the light, haven't I? You kind of need me.
It's a bit nicer down here.
I think this is rust.
Yeah, gives it some colour.
Oh, excuse me. I think, Jack, you're giving me your cough.
Yeah. This happens on pretty much every show I do, is I will
Oh, it
infect
does.
someone through the
Right.
internet.
Let's not jump ahead of ourselves.
I'm still over here.
Okay, so who's going down the rope first?
Barrack.
Me.
Barrack, just standard athletics to make sure you got the strength to lower yourself down safely.
Well, we've all seen my athletics rolls so far.
Mm-hmm.
There it is. 27.
Yeah, so you reach the bottom quite fine.
Can I piggyback on the dwarf?
No.
Well, he's at the bottom. And he's back up to piggyback you down.
Down I go. I was going to go second.
Okay, so athletics, please.
It's a
The
minus
rope
1.
is a bit slippery.
Ah!
Oh God!
I land on the dwarf.
Catch him!
It's going to be worse than that. You heft yourself over and you don't realize just how much strength you need to keep yourself supported on the rope. Immediately, you find yourself tumbling down, the rope almost burning your hands before you have to let go, and then you land with a crunch on the floor. So falling damage is done in 2 steps. Number 1, you make a falling test, and you roll a d20. You've got a threshold of 6 because you fell 30 feet. If you get below 6, it's bad. If you get 6 or higher, you're landing with a crunch still, but it's not as bad. Off you go.
I like how I spent a fate point to not fall down here, only to end up falling down here. So it's just a straight d20, is it?
Straight d20, you need 6 or higher.
Okay. Hey.
Okay, so I'm going to roll the damage you take for falling 30 feet.
It's gonna hurt, dude.
Well, it's going to sound like a gong because I'm technically made of metal at the moment. Oh!
Nice. I mean, it is taller than a house.
That's
Yeah,
minus,
yeah.
That's
Yeah.
-4.
You've still got hit points, which is good. So you land, you've hit the floor hard, you are prone, and you currently have the stunned condition as you're shaking your head and trying to recover your senses.
Again,
Nice.
it does sound like a dong when I hit the
Yeah.
floor.
Nice
I
catch.
turn around.
Shall I subtract your hit points for you? There we go.
Was that 39 you took?
39 damage.
Because I do believe I have a reduction of, unless the reduction doesn't matter.
No,
first.
it doesn't matter. Falling
Yeah.
damage is untyped damage. It can't be reduced in any way.
Mhm.
Ow!
Makes
We're
sense.
not playing D&D, boys.
No, falling damage is realistic. So if you fall from 100 feet or higher, unless you roll a natural 20 on that falling test, you're
If it
dead.
wasn't for that breakfast.
Yeah. Okay, so you're winded, you recover your senses after a few seconds, and you can get up, catch your breath, and recover. Big bruises, ribs are hurting a bit, but
Why did you not catch me, dwarf?
I didn't feel like it. And also, I assumed that you would be skilled enough to descend that rope. It's quite easy. I'll show you how it's done.
I'll go next.
See, Corvith will show you how it's done. Right
Yeah, this is how you do it, guys.
what I'm going to do as well is to reveal more of the chamber.
Hey.
We'll find out there's a dragon at the end of the corridor.
Yeah, there's just an ancient red dragon
Yeah,
fighting.
so the rope's still there, isn't it? We can get out.
The rope's
Well,
still there. So
if we can climb up, which is be quite difficult, then
yeah, and that's easy. So,
okay.
Corbett, you're down as well.
Yep.
Right. It looks like we're going to have to go south, boys, because to the north I can just about see that there's another cave-in. And over there, as you can all see, another cave-in.
Yeah. The one thing
But
you
to the
can...
You make good tour guide.
Yeah, Barrett, what
You look to the north.
is there's an opening in
It's
the
a very
sea,
tour guide, though, isn't it? Cave in.
heading
there,
down.
Rocks,
cave in.
rust, metal. Cave in.
Well, what was that, Dean?
There is an opening in the ceiling, so I'm pinging. That seems to be another one of these shafts leading up.
Oh, where this grate is.
Yeah.
Hmm.
All right.
Well, I'm going to have a little look. I couldn't see the ping, but I assume you meant this one.
Yes, in
One
fact.
to the north, yeah.
Oh, okay. I
There we
was
go.
wrong.
Yeah.
Is this the one? Not one.
Unhand me.
Going to have a little gander. Be nice for the rogue to
Oh
go
yeah, that would
first,
be the
but,
other side of the door.
I'll
wouldn't
go
it?
first. Fine, I'll go. I mean, the wizard has to follow because I can
I
only
know,
see
that's
like
the
5
problem,
feet
though.
ahead of me now. So
Wizard, the rogue
Sorry,
can't see anything.
I'm still.
pitch black.
I sort of walk
Spider
over to you, looking a
senses.
bit dazed.
Spider senses. Yeah, come on, hurry up.
Corbett, looking up, it's another one of these chutes leading up to another grate. The one above you, however, looks completely... Hang on, let me do the reveal. Similar to the one that you've come down.
Oh, so we'd be able to
Absolutely.
get up. Yeah, so we should be able to get into that room that we can't get into through the door if we climb up here, which should be easy enough for like one of us.
The dwarf has climbing stuff.
Yeah, 2 of us.
I'll stay here.
I don't.
I may have climbing stuff, but I used my rope. It's still over here.
Yeah, you've got climbing. You got pittons still, haven't you? You've got climbing gear, haven't you?
What am I going to put the pittons in? The big metal wall?
He's got a point, actually.
Okay, so looking at this, it's going to be difficult to climb up. Using athletics, there is a greater bane because there's not many handholds. There's some, but it's a sheer surface all the way up. A climbing kit could be used. There are places to hammer pittons into cracks.
There you go.
Okay, there we are then.
Yeah.
But it's a difficult climb up. Whoever goes first to put the rope in place, if you've got spare rope. The scale surface can be used, the road skill, in which case you do that with a boom, and you can then scale the surface and get to the top.
But I can do that, but I don't have any light. So I get up there and see absolutely nothing.
Hold on just a mo. Let me check something. Light. Where is my light spell? Where are you, light?
I'm not used to being in the
So,
underground,
missile,
so
fire, shield, light. Here we are. Yeah, it's on self. So unfortunately, I can't give you
Okay.
like.
Well, you're still glowing in like a 30-foot radius, so
The light out. Yeah,
Yeah,
but not at the moment.
I'd straight up one. If it's black around me, I won't be able to see anything.
well,
It's
just
a-
feel
yeah,
your way
I-
around in the
think-
dark.
It's
You
a
know-
30-foot shaft, so my light isn't actually going to help him when he gets up there.
Yeah. Well, I mean, no. Yeah. So it's just going to be. I'm just going to end at the room. So I mean, this is something like, that I can just like fashion into a torch. That I could like set a light.
I might be
Something,
able to.
I mean, I've
Hold
got
on.
a cloak I could rip up and that, but don't know.
There's only one thing for it.
Hmm.
The wizard must go first.
You expect me to climb up there, dwarf?
Got down fast
Yes.
enough.
I suppose getting down would be far easier than getting up. I lack the skills for this sort of work.
And I had like the equipment.
If you... have I got any magic that would help? I don't believe I do.
We could always go south. Just to check that out.
Yeah,
might
let's go that
find
way
something
first.
that we can-
Let's go south. See what's down there first.
I'll go.
Okay.
How am I supposed to go
with that.
first? When?
I'm going... I'm trying to go at a rate that you can sort of... You're going to have to go to the edge of the light, then I'll catch up to you.
There you go. All right, I can see from the door. I look. I peer. Well, yeah, I won't be able to see much light. But yeah, okay.
Well, that's it.
Having a look, this goes to the grace of the rest of the complex that you've explored.
Ah, son of a bitch.
The entrance.
All right, back over we go.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Right, you know what?
It all matches.
This isn't exactly an ideal climbing situation. This place was not built to be climbed. But seeing as the rest of you can't make up your mind and the road can't see, I'll give it a go. And then if I can find somewhere to put these pitons, you can follow along if needed. I'm going to need some extra rope, though.
I don't have any
Mine's-
such thing.
Don't have any rope.
How do you not have rope?
Because I don't need rope in the wilds. I don't need it.
Look,
I
have you
have
ever
camping
read The Lord of the Rings?
No.
Would kill for a bit of rope.
No freaking.
If you don't take some rope, Samwise Gamgee, you're going to want some. That's what I told myself before I left the Shire, and by gosh, did I need some rope.
I have like
Hang on a
food
minute.
and trapping gear and stuff like that.
We could do some
Got to go
maths.
Do
underground.
some maths, cut the rope.
So yeah, I'm trying to think how much extra rope do I have. So it's 20 feet, 30 feet. I've used I think 70 feet of rope. I've got 30 feet of rope remaining.
That's not going to be enough.
No,
You would
I mean,
need
if
to
you get-
change where it's hooked on.
Yeah,
up there.
no, it is. Well, I mean, because if I take the 30 feet of rope up there, tie it up there, right? This is only a 30-foot shaft, so it'll only be like 5-10 feet off the ground. Surely you can climb that far to get the rope, and then it wouldn't be plain sailing.
We
but
don't know
easy,
how
wouldn't it?
far away the
I don't know, but I have to get up there, won't I?
Well, I'm going up there just to have a fucking look. I'm going to also.
In before his lifeless corpse tumbles
I
back
am
down.
going to take.
He can
I'm going to
take it,
take
he can
30
fall down
feet of the
there,
rope with me, so I'm going to just.
Oh.
I've now got a 70-foot and a 30-foot rope, so I will take. I take
Okay, you
30
cut
feet
the
of this with me, and then I'm going to try and climb up
Yeah.
and use my climbing kit where necessary.
Okay. Using athletics or scale
Do I
surface?
even have? Oh, I have, but it's shit. So let's just use athletics.
Yeah, but bear in mind, athletics you have a greater bane to the roll. Scale
Yeah, see?
surface,
I
you
should
have a
go there.
But it is.
two very
I should
different
go up there,
ways
guys.
of
If
climbing.
Barrack can carry me up there at the same time as you're going up there, I'm very wispy. I'm very light. I'm not very heavy.
Well, look, I've got a +5 to scale surface.
Okay.
It's not the worst thing in the world.
Yeah, that should more or less even out the grade.
But the roll will suck.
Yeah, you're not going to do it.
I do have climbing kit, so I can
we
try and
fought
save
through
myself.
these automatons and they were defeated by gravity.
But if the wizard can survive a fall this great,
Yeah,
the
you
dwarf can survive a fall. I'll be fine. I'll shrug it off. So I'm going to roll me a scale surface with... Was it a boon? Or a greater boon? A boon.
It's a boon. Boon.
Oh,
boon.
boy. Hey!
I'm wall jumping.
Done.
I'm just...
So, Barry,
Whole cleat.
So you're still using the
where I can, yeah.
Absolutely. So it doesn't take you long. You're pretty much, especially once you're up in the shaft, you're using the corner, you're fixing the rope, you're picking it in place. It's not long before the 30-foot of rope is securely fastened to the very top of the room above you. So you're now having to go into this room, and you can see it. So let me reveal it for you.
Whoa.
It's another blasted room, very empty, no strange statues or anything like that. However, the door, let me just do a focus ping, actually. That door, you can see and smell something from it. There's petals underneath the door, one of them kind of just wafting in.
I think we found our flower.
Well, you see, dwarf.
It's relatively safe, big empty room. There's no blasted constructs up here. There's a few doors, though. I don't know what's behind both, but one of them's got petals.
Ah, that's what we're here for.
The petals are blue.
They are blue petals, by the way.
Red thorns.
I thought we were looking for a red flower, blue thorns.
Okay, so...
Hold on, was it the other way around?
No, I'm joking.
I'm constantly confusing myself with this title. In hindsight, it wasn't the best idea.
For Corveth and Endorian, who would like to...
you go first, and I'll try and help you by watching and
you have my
guiding
thanks, Corveth, and I will accept your aid. This is not my forte, and I will attempt to scale.
Yeah, and I'll try and coach.
Okay, it's a straight athletics check. This time the rope's secured in place, but it is still a difficult. You're having to really sort of pull your weight up the rope.
I'm going to give him a helping hand.
You're not used to this.
Close enough.
Okay, so the two of you, I'm just thinking... You can
it doesn't matter! It doesn't matter!
Wizard, grab onto my... Oh, he can't even lift himself off the floor.
I don't even get a foot off the ground.
Okay. No, you do. You do. You get up there. You're going
it's the worst
strong.
possible
No,
visual.
you're getting to
Don't do this
You
to
almost make it.
Pushed you as far as you can. You're almost to the top. Your hand comes out to reach for Barrick, and it's at that point you suddenly slip, your foot gives way, and you come crashing the full 30 feet to the floor. It's a critical fumble, so you've got to have the worst possible outcome.
I will. I'll try and catch him. I will. It's stupid, but I will. I'll try and freaking catch him. And I know it's not going to.
Cool. I don't
know.
Can I have either sleight of hand or athletics?
Freaking
quickly.
I don't think I'm very good at sleight of hand. No, athletics definitely.
Okay, it's a standard athletics test. Good.
Okay, so
come on, nat 20 it. Come on, save me. Save me.
Do I need any banes or boons or anything, or is it just straight up?
It's straight up roll.
Yeah, I didn't really want to catch him.
Unless you can anything to
Can I get anything for double? So I can go again.
No.
Do I just crush him? Am I just gonna fall?
And as Endorian kind of comes down, you grab Endorian, but he just seems to flip over your arm It's even worse. His head is now heading to the floor.
Oh, good.
So, Miriam, can we have a falling test, please?
Oh, I'm gonna throw up.
You need to get 6 or higher.
Oh my goodness.
Okay.
Oh,
We've still got to roll damage in case it brings you to 0.
it's going to bring me to 0.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
can I have a system shock as your head slams against the floor? System shock saving throw.
Okay. Oh, I've got a +5. You know, it's not terrible.
15s. Yeah.
Corvith, be honest. How bad is it?
Oh, for
What?
God's sake!
Oh no. You know those wound boxes?
Yeah.
You divided them. Could you tick the first one, please?
Ow.
And with a sickening crunch, you're prone and stunned again as you're trying to recover your senses.
Oh.
It's hurting, but it could have been a lot worse.
He sort of gets, he sort of comes back too, looks at Corvus and goes, "Daddy."
I help him to his feet as best as I can. You know,
Yeah.
I mean, what can you
Right.
do? You're going to do this again, though. This isn't
Maybe
over.
maybe I
This is
should
just
tie
starting.
the end of the rope about my waist.
And then heat him up.
Oh, the problem you've got, it's being securely fastened, pittened in place. So it's not swinging, so you haven't got the penalty anymore, but you still got to have a lot of strength to pull yourself up this rope. And you haven't got spare rope to tie around you.
Down.
Well, Babbitt can pull him up.
Yeah.
That's a point, Barrick. Do you want to... You've got really good strength. Do you want to unpitten your rope and just pull us up?
No,
I
I'll pull
can't
him
do
up.
that.
I'll be
I'm
fine.
already up here. Yeah, go Corvith, come up.
Oh, yeah, then we can both pull him up.
Yeah.
But I still can't see when I get up there, you know.
You have to
But
go
it's
by
fine.
what
You can
Barrick
help
says
me.
to do.
You can help me, okay? Right? All right.
You can see him, you just can't see what's in the room.
I don't need to see. Now that no it's coast is clear, there's no dragons up there or anything. So,
Can I attempt to administer myself some first aid?
You don't need to. You got a really bad lump on your
Oh.
head, but otherwise, and you got a thumping headache. So you're taking the first set of penalties, which is your raw strength penalized. And,
Not that I have
your
much raw
movement's
strength.
reduced. No,
right.
no.
Well,
But other than that, you just got this thumping headache and a huge bump on your head.
I've never seen a hole I didn't want to pull down.
so scale surface with the boon, yeah.
You can administer long-term care when you come to rest. You know, nurse the bump, wrap it up, and stuff like that. And that give you a bonus to recovery. But until then, you got the wound. Corbett, are we having a scale surface to get you to the top? And you do that with a boom.
Okay.
Yeah, plenty of handholds. Your hands kind of, as you approach, Aether kind of drifts, the shadow Aether drifts from your hand and
that's what I do.
the wall. Easily.
So easy.
Takes
I mean, it's
seconds
I'm like a spider going up there. So easy.
I don't appreciate this.
Yeah.
Hi.
And with that, you were unpittening as you went? So you got the loose rope?
Yes.
I'll tie it around myself and you guys can pull me up.
Basically, yeah, that's the plan. Yeah.
Right, Enduriel, make sure you tie the rope properly.
But
yes. Tie it around my neck.
Yes, that'll do too.
Whoever's got the highest, you're working together now. Whoever's got the highest athletics is the lead.
Oh, wow.
Your athletic skill is normal. The second person rolls a d20 for helping. And you choose whichever's the highest d20 out of all the ones rolled with the highest skill.
Okay.
Well, this is my athletic rule.
Which is 20.
So that's fine. You don't even really, it's a natural 20 there. But if Corvith,
I'm helping. I am helping.
Roll 1d20. Roll 1d20 plus 11.
Plus what, sorry?
Plus 11, because you're using Barrick's athletic skill.
Yeah, you might get a nat 20 as well. We could fling him into the ceiling.
the data go
Oh
again.
my god. Okay, it's fine. I didn't make it worse. It's okay.
You
Alright.
can't
It's
make
okay,
it.
Corvus.
Can't get much worse than it's been, man.
Well,
You helped
Also,
greatly.
when you help each other with skills, each person, up to two additional people, add a d20 to the skill roll.
Mhm.
It's as simple as that. So, and the person with the highest skill kind of takes the lead, and it's their skill that's used. So,
Yeah.
Barrick, you're at the lead. Corvus, you're just behind, and it's not long before Endurian, you are hoisted up and are in that room.
Oh. Thank you,
Oh,
friends.
it looks like this, does it? Okay, cool.
I never want to go through that again. Can we open this from this side so I don't have to go down again?
It doesn't look like you can.
Oh,
Just as down this side as it was from the other.
flip.
You're very good at going down. That's not the issue.
My eyes are watering. That was so fucking funny.
Well,
Uh,
there's your flower behind that door. I'm pretty sure I saw some blue petals over there, wizard.
Indeed, but I'm concerned as to what might be behind the northern door as well. Do you think we should check that first?
Can do.
Make sure
If
nothing
we open it and
surprises
there's
us.
those automatons,
Would you
Look,
rather
if we fight them
we don't
again,
open it, they don't activate.
we're going to lure them to this hole and push them in.
I can do that.
All right.
I'm going to investigate the door. Even though my
This
investigation
door
sucks.
looks
I'm going to stand here.
in fairly good condition. And again, it's not got any special locks, just got this strange looking handle. Seems to that you can open it.
Well, my investigation roll's going through anyway, just in case it's trapped. 23. Well, I'm going to just gently open the door.
Okay. As the door open, it reveals what probably was a large room, but the room is collapsed on the one side. There are large gashes in the floor and more of these exploded marks about the place.
This room doesn't look very stable.
Yeah, the ceiling's in a terrible, terrible state. But Barrick, what takes your attention?
Is the red dragon in the middle of the room?
You're seeing there's a crate that has been shattered, bits of the wood, or what remains of it, visible. But what also takes your attention is some of the bars that are sticking out. These bars are made of a silvery kind of metal. Your dark vision's kind of beginning to pick them up slightly, and it's unmistakable. You've seen these before, and in dark vision, they have a certain sort of texture to them, a glow. This is mithril.
Ooh.
Hold on a minute, boys. I think we just found some mithril.
I did say whatever was down here would be valuable.
But I get a funny feeling about this room. It's too big. It's too unstable looking, and the mithril is on the other side of it. Well, what are we waiting for?
We need someone fleet of foot and light of step.
If only there was a light in this room that the fleet of foot human could see in. Neither of you can even understand the beauty of what I'm looking at right now.
Right.
It's in that direction.
As you
Over
move
there.
in, the light begins to illuminate the room when you see something almost disturbing. Your infravision, your dark vision, didn't pick it up at all. It just seemed to blend in. But with the light, this small statue can
I told you!
Ah, there we
I
go.
freaking told you!
statue begins to move, its head looking towards you. But unlike the others, this seems to be made of earth, stone, large bat-like wings. It opens its mouth and you see jagged, blind teeth within. The red, angry eyes of the creature being disturbed flash. And at this point, you hear movement from the other side of the chamber.
Oh, look! Oh, look.
It's all right. It's all right. It's all right.
Okay. Shall we
I
have
hide. Yeah, okay.
What's the worst that could happen, really?
We all die.
Get rid of the headache. Oh, by the way, I meant to ask this after I took the lump on the head. Do I have to refocus on my spells after dropping to 0?
No, you don't.
Okay.
You were never incapacitated. You were stunned, so you were kind of reeling as you were there, but not incapacitated.
Roll a d20. I think it's 4. Yes. It's going.
Okay, for some reason I didn't get added, but I got.
And now I roll well.
And 23.
Oh, yeah. I'm sure I had my token clicked.
Yeah, I had mine as well, but I'll add you 23. So that puts you up top. And the gargoyles in between. So Endurian and Corbeth, you can act together. And Endurian, you have the initiative. So
I get the fate point for this fight.
Yes,
Or the
you do.
token. Yeah. Well, I guess I can see this one from around the corner.
Yes, you can.
Immediately opening this fight, then, I am going to spend 3 stamina. And I'm going to cast an Aether Missile. So 1 parrying dagger to the left, 1 parrying dagger to the right. I'm going to attempt to knock them both prone.
Okay, you could just about see the one to the right. Yep, off you go.
Can I? I don't think I can, actually.
It's just outside your light.
I will step forward.
Okay, so your swift action is to move, and now you can see both.
I know I'm rules lawyering for evil, but
oh no, that's perfectly fine.
Wait, can I swift action move there? So I have to move that attack, and that ends.
No, you can continue moving with your swift action.
Brilliant. So I can just move that back again.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I will do the first one. So let's roll damage. Reroll on 3, 0, 1. So there's the first one on the left, and a raw strength saving throw.
Okay.
And there's the one on the right. Ooh, 8. And another raw strength saving throw.
As the 2 missiles impact into the gargoyles, one after the other, you see their feet just firmly planted on the floor, almost gliding into the surface as they get pushed back. They remain steadfastly upright. However, damage is done, and you almost hear this grating, sort of growling, like gravelly growls towards you.
So they cannot be knocked prone, is that what you're telling me?
They don't appear to be able to be knocked prone.
Righto. Usual tactics may need some editing for this fight, friends.
I'm still going to hide, shoot, and run.
Okay, so Corbett, after you.
So I shall do my hide in shadows. Do I get a bane or anything, or is it just straight up?
It's going to be a bane if you. So it's going to cost you 2 stamina, and if you're looking just to become invisible, and it's your swift action. Yeah, that's fine. So you vanish from view, and you use that to get advantage. So you get your boon on one of the gargoyles. However, you can't move now.
Yeah,
that's cool.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's fine.
I can't seem to ping it, but the one to the left.
That one there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Pew.
Nice.
That is really good. Let's have a look. I got a feeling. Yeah, do your damage. You don't get sneak, but you get to do damage.
Not bad.
Not bad.
Did that add to
Not
D6?
bad. And the arrow kind of pings into the creature.
Is there a D6 in there? We can't tell.
Did I do that right? I mean, should I have had the D6? Because I was sticky, wasn't I? I don't think I did.
No. You don't get the d6 because. Oh no, you do get the d6. Roll a d6 because, of course, you had Boom on the attack roll, and that was enough to get sneak.
Nice 16.
And that's another point. Yeah, I do apologize. Right, so you're a good strike with the arrow, but the creature looks more angry now than ever before. I'm going to jump.
I'm going to bet these things are going to be damaged by a hammer.
Yep, I can't hit them with the hammer, so...
For Earth, we need a shovel.
My great axe is a shovel.
Yeah.
Right, and the first one brings its head down and charges into you.
Hi.
It's fine. It's fine.
It's fine. It's because it's fine. Can we say I have my active the evasive stance on because it's
Yeah,
the only thing
absolutely. You can have that.
It's my ting.
Yeah.
I didn't declare it, but it's the only, I don't lose anything by doing it. Oh dear.
Oh, right,
It's fine, guys.
It's fine. It's fine.
Guys, stop
Just
freaking
let
out.
it hit you.
Stop freaking no.
Just
I got this.
So, Corbin, what are you doing?
Well, I got to dodge it. Which should be super easy.
Okay, dodge
I'm
away.
gonna, spend the extra 2 stamina to gain a boon. So that'll be.
And then 2 for the dodge. Off you go.
Wouldn't it be? Because isn't it 3 to do a dodge? Yeah.
Oh, 3 for the dodge. Sorry. Yes.
use your magical shield to parry.
Back to the character. I don't need magic. I got skill, right? I have. Watch this.
just
watch this, guys. Watch this. You ready?
I'm watching.
Go on.
Oh! Oh!
Should have braced for impact instead.
Very
Oh.
And I'm gonna
Oh,
see what damage
fuck
comes
me.
in.
So close.
She seems to be struggling.
What is it that kills adventuring parties the most? Oh yeah, greed.
Yeah, I told you I shouldn't go in here. I said. Anyway.
13 piercing damage as the horns strike you, and can I have a physical contact saving throw?
12 physical contact. All right, so that's I get +9 for that.
Yep, off you go.
Oh. Oh.
Oh. Yeah, that's not a pass. You're left dazed as the creature strikes you.
Got the other one next.
I'm just going to put the dazed condition up. There we go. So you're not allowed to re-roll any of your weapon damage now. As you're just kind of left.
Are these things made out of stone? Now that I see it,
they seem to be made out of stone. Yes.
Is they going to resist everything I can do to them?
And let's move that one in as well. And that one brings its horns down, makes the charge at you.
Hopefully,
Veriax
if
just-
is dizzy, you fall over, it just flies over.
Oh yeah, he trips you. Well, Barrick's just tying his non-existent shoelaces.
Fuck me, Dean! What is with these? Are all.
It's all right. It's okay. It's all right.
Just let it hit you.
No. Yeah.
Are you dodging, Corbin?
Thing. Fine. It'll be fine. I'm doing it.
Go on.
I just want to get it right. I keep checking the dodge, see if it's, well, I'm just waiting to go up by itself. Come on. Wrong window. There we go. Okay, here we go. Easy roll. Easy.
And there goes all his stamina.
So easy. Oh, well,
Oh, for God's sake.
very average.
You rolled a 10, an 11, and a 10.
Yeah. Yeah. I did. Yeah.
And the horns slam into you for 11.
Yeah.
It's piercing again. Okay, and the 2 gargoyles are now either side of you.
This is very good. They're distracted.
Exactly where we want them,
Right.
guys.
I'm gonna move here, and I'm gonna sort of hold out like an arm to Corvith and just be like, "Don't worry, Corvith. I'll protect you." And then I'm going to cleave.
Okay.
I feel
Don't
like
hit me.
I,
Did I duck?
I feel like Vuvu sailors should go off every time Barrack cleaves.
Right, we got ourselves a +11 with my great axe.
Yeah.
Of course, all of them with below 10.
Yeah.
You stumble. There's too much rubble in here, and your axe
I'll protect you, he says.
doesn't strike anything.
Just vaguely distract them. That's all I can ask for.
Okay, so this comedy of errors continues. Let's move into round 2.
Just
My
wait
rolls are
there.
good. Your rolls are better. Like
Endurian
I did not do badly on my rolls.
I'm gonna throw up. You guys want some help? Because there's not much I can do to these, but I
Never come in here.
I can lay down some damage.
I could just lay down. I'm just gonna
I'm
take a rest. Watch the show.
Let me just check something. So that'd be from here. Yeah, I could get both of them.
You can
And
get
you. So that's good. I want to use my swift action
I'm
to
not liking the
analyze
look of
them.
that.
Okay, so this is a. Let me just get the check. This is a Aether Theory with a boon.
Well, I am a Grandmaster with a +12. Roll 3d20, 12 with a boon. It's loading.
Oh,
Natural
yeah.
20. That's the worst time to have one of those.
There we go.
We'll just... Okay. They are vulnerable to that one spell that I nearly took but didn't.
And machetes?
No.
Aww.
They are vulnerable to smashing and lightning. But they
What
cannot
do you do?
bleed, but they can burn. So I'm going to tap my staff, and it kind of just stays stood up as I let go of it. And I press both thumbs together. And
Oh,
both,
you got a natural 20. 2 seconds.
yeah. Okay.
Because you're thinking burn. And yep, you're absolutely right. Fire should be very effective. Not they're not vulnerable to it, but they're not resistant either.
Perfect.
Off you go.
So again, I kind of do the bat shape with my hands, and then little point of fire happens there, and I target them, and I go Shiko ho, and that's a reference. And in this cone, everything except for Corvith and Barrack, because the flames weave round my allies as I'm an invoker. I do have that right.
Yes,
Right?
you do.
You better do.
I assume I have this ability and it just scorches both of you. Oh yeah, we have spell effects. I forgot about that. So yeah, boom.
There we go.
And yeah, that's 2d8 for both of them.
Yeah, and I'll make their saving throws.
And hopefully they will start burning. Oh no, not so. That's a
Blood around
reroll
here.
on 3, 0, 2. $14 damage, and you know you guys are engulfed by flame, but it doesn't seem to touch you. Fail.
And the second one, yeah, they do not seem great at getting out the way, or but oh, what a lucky! The one failed, the second one made it.
That's right.
And you said 14 damage.
14 damage as fire gouts forth from my hands, and then I pick my staff up where I'd left it balancing perfectly. Which one caught fire?
That one there.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so that was pretty good. Anything else?
I know
I think
that's all
it.
I could do.
Corbeth. over to you.
Oh man. I get a stamina back, right? This is the next turn. Okay. I am going to try and dodge your way to there.
Okay.
Um,
That's going to cost you, unless you're happy to take the attacks, it'll cost you 4 stamina and 2 acrobatics checks to do that.
yeah, that's perfect.
Okay.
Perfect. And acrobatics, all right.
Let's hope
Same.
they haven't got tunnel vision for you.
Easy.
Loading.
Yeah.
Hey.
Easily on the first.
Oh,
Well,
One of them quickly
Yeah.
swipes at you, and you're not in a position to avoid it.
I am going to try and intercept it with a taunting
hey.
strike.
Okay,
If
so
I use
we're
4
gonna look at
stamina,
what-
I can. Yep.
First of all, you're interrupting Barracks to get your taunting strike before I can hit. And
Okay, so I think I
that's
just
the
make an
one.
attack roll against that dude. I'm rolling.
That's a hit. Can't defend
That's a crit.
against it.
It's a crit.
Crit.
It's a crit.
Absolutely.
That is true. It is a crit.
So deal your damage. Add a d10.
thank
We
you.
rolled 2. One of those, 2 of those. 24.
We are a slick, well-oiled fighting machine, is what we are.
24. Don't forget to cross off the stamina for using that.
I think I did. Yeah.
Take 17 damage, so it's really badly hurt as it swipes at you, Corbett.
Good.
How does
Deserved that.
Nice.
Does it still hit Corvus?
Yeah,
Oh.
but it's taken a ton of damage for the effort.
Just like
Oh well, that makes me feel a lot better.
And we got 17 slashing damage on you from the claw.
Yeah, that's 15. Someone minus 5.
Does he still end up over by me? Where does he come?
Because it doesn't stop. You're on -5, you said, yeah?
Yep.
So you're down to 0. You don't have great fortitude.
Where would I be then? Should I be there or?
No. You continue your movement. It doesn't stop.
You just unconsciously like flop over here.
Could you make a system shock saving throw, please?
Oh dear. Oh god, a critical fail.
You know the 5 boxes. Could you fill in the first 2?
Oh.
You're trying to escape. You dodge from the first gargoyle, and you think you've got away from the second. There's a flash of movement, and you see Barrett's great axe come in and smash into the gargoyle. Yes, you've got away safely. And as you arrive by Endurian, you then start to feel a little bit uneasy, and you look down. There is a large gash across your side, and blood is pouring out.
Oh dear.
You've taken 2 wounds savagely, and are not feeling too well.
No, I'm not. Can I still shoot?
You still have your action, absolutely, but you've now got.
I don't have the rerolls, but
Yeah, you don't have the rerolls, and for the 2 wounds, you are looking at any stamina costs you have have increased by 1.
it's just a regular shot at the one I can see.
Yeah.
All right.
Off you go.
Yay. Oh, there we go. That's better, yeah.
That's good. And it will take the hit. You qualify for sneak, and sneak doesn't cost you stamina. So off you go.
Oh, cool.
Oh boy. Will we emerge from this dungeon alive?
I don't know, the ropes might
Oh, nice.
be. That's 16 damage. That's pretty good. You got your D6? Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
And hamstringing the gargoyle?
If that doesn't... No, it doesn't cost...
No, it doesn't. None of that. So you'll
Yeah, it
know.
doesn't. No, you're right, yeah. So yeah, do that, yeah.
Absolutely. So let's put a hamstring, and it is 16 damage. What do they have? Piercing, not great. So 12 go through. That gargoyle now has a big arrow stuck in it, cracks appearing across its earthen skin. And I believe that is you now done, Corveth.
Yep.
Okay, so by my reckoning, it is their actions. They're not happy.
He's unfair.
But at the same time, Barrick, your taunting strike. They surround you either side, and the first one attacks.
Yeah, what do you think about that, you stone bastards?
I love Barry.
Its claw comes in. I've got a hit.
going-
Only a 22 though.
I'm gonna parry.
Off you go.
Nice.
Oh, easy.
Ding with the great axe. Is that all
And
you
then
could do?
before you know it, a tail is heading in your direction. I got a 29
Shit.
on
Oh, I literally have to roll an 18 or higher. You know what? Let's see what you can do. I'm gonna let it hit me.
Because it went so well last time.
God
Oh,
damn
there's
it.
no point spending the stamina on something I'm probably gonna fail.
It did actually
13
go
blunt
well for it last
damage
time.
as it strikes you.
I only take 7, as my legs are made of iron.
And then that one now also attacks.
That
Ooh,
one I
it's
will try to parry.
Yeah, it claws only just hit you.
Shouldn't that one have taken a D12 fire damage at the start of its turn?
Oh, good call. Endurian, could you roll a d12?
Yep. Nope. I just tried to do it through Restream again. Roll a damage. Now, does this, because it's invocation fire damage, does that matter? Do I get reroll on this?
No, you don't. It's
It's just
ongoing
straight
damage.
D12.
You only get your empowerment on the spell itself.
9 damage.
Jeez.
Mhm.
Oh, that's
Oh,
not
it's a shame.
very close. However, the claw got parried. Thanks for remembering it was burning. Claw got parried, and it brings its tail in. Which, it doesn't even get close. Barrick, you're feeling probably quite safe either side. They're both looking pretty bad. Lots of cracks across them.
This is the
As it moves
perfect,
toward Barrick.
opportunity
Yeah.
to miss a cleave once again.
I could auto hit and kill both of them immediately if you like.
Doesn't
Oh,
matter.
crit!
Oh, okay.
I spin like a tornado of iron.
You can roll
Indeed.
damage if you want, but it's not necessary as you shatter both of them into shards of rock.
Well, let's just see what I would have done.
Yep. Yeah, that's a lot of damage.
Easily.
They shatter. That's for getting in the way of my mithril.
Yeah. Okay. And as you look at the remains, you can see that embedded in the sort of husk of the body, you're seeing shards of mithril there as well, but these are going to be difficult to remove from the remains of the creature.
Mm.
So a lot of earth elemental creatures, if you have rock hounding tools, you can chip away at the rare metals or gems potentially that they have within them. Without those tools, it's very difficult to do it safely.
I do not, and I do not want to damage the mithril. But I
Yeah.
do see some very probably safe mithril to go and collect.
Already smelted into bars.
Exactly. This is what I'm after. I don't even notice that Corvith is dying.
I'm sort of helping him back up, dusting him off. How are you feeling, friend?
Felt better. Thanks.
You and I both.
You
I
should
shall
never have
see.
come in here. I said.
Oh, shush, shush. We're nearly done. Think
How
of
do you know?
Think of the riches, think of the tinctures, think of the experience. You yourself said before we came in here that was worth the journey was worth the sight at the end.
I'm not sure whether I believe that anymore.
Barrick's going to walk over. Well, even if we don't get that flower, I managed to find all of this. And he's got a big sack of mithril. Quite heavy.
And that we could probably sell him midway.
Indeed. Though I might need one of you to carry my rope back for me. It's getting a bit heavy.
We have Bill for that.
Is Bill in the dungeon?
Well, no. Anyway, it's time for my flowers. Is my detect Aether picking up anything that isn't just flowers that I should be concerned about?
No, not at the moment. It's not picking up anything from the door. The petals aren't giving off any Aether.
I am going to investigate the door, make sure it's not.
Okay.
Sure.
Do you want to make a standard investigation skill test?
Oh, actually, yes. Let the rogue investigate the door.
Okay.
Is he still dazed?
Are you in a fit state?
No, you're no longer dazed. You shake that
Okay.
off.
Yeah, I'm fine. Totally fine.
Stands back.
He said he's totally fine. I don't see the issue.
I'm totally fine. Okay.
Right, investigation.
Oh, we can get rid of the music
Very dramatic investigation.
now. Yeah.
You check the door. You're seeing, obviously, the signs of life. You got a very strong scent, a kind of sweet, almost musky smell coming from the door. This door has one of these ornate locks, similar to the one you saw on the way in, and to the strange study area. But again, like the others, the door isn't actually, there's no bolts or anything across into the door frame. So despite having a lock, it's not actually locked.
That's good, because I don't think any of us can open locks. So.
Excuse you?
I'm not a rogue, Jack. I'm a scout. Okay? I'm not a rogue.
You're so offended.
It's like so generic with your rogue. I'm not a rogue. I'm a scout.
The rogue is angry. He's irritated.
I think perhaps we should let him cool off for a moment and then continue.
I'm going to open the door.
You open the door? Yeah. The door is open to reveal a large room. The room's roof is nothing but shattered glass and volcanic rock above. However, the room itself, your light streaming in, just illuminating some of the large vines and red thorns. A couple of flowers to the one side can be seen. And as you move a bit closer, Endorian, you reveal more of these flowers. This must
Glorious. I suppose in my ether vision as well, this looks incredible.
Oh, it is beautiful. Absolutely magnificent.
Glorious.
Be careful.
Yes, I'm aware of what happened last time. But these flowers are not for the defense like the other. Am I getting any reaction from the plants as I step in?
No?
Gather as much of the petals as we can. We need to gather it and we need to leave. We are short on time.
Well, my hands are a bit full.
Just leave the bars by the door. We can pick them up on the way out.
So, cool.
I
You head over
start
there.
picking petals. Yeah.
Yeah, flowery time. We need
Okay.
pounds upon pounds of this stuff.
And there's a lot here. Endorian, are you picking any yourself?
I am going to keep close eye on any reaction, either physically or within the aether of the plant, as I begin my work with my practiced herbalism hand.
Okay. Right. Can I have an awareness saving throw from all three of you, please?
Do I have any kind of boon or anything for my detect ether?
Aware.
I Do you know what? That's you're really clutching at straws here, but I will give you a boon because what's about to happen isn't detecting as aether, so it kind of stands out a
Okay.
little bit.
So I
yes,
get a 9 and a boon. Oh, well, Brass Dragon crit.
I'm completely aware of everything that's about to happen.
Yeah. In fact, apart from Veriax, I think you failed. Yep. Right, Corvith, you're too consumed with the plants to see what is happening, but the others, Barak and Endorian, there are things moving within the plants themselves, vines that almost seem to rise up.
Oh dear.
An attempt by surprise. So, Corvith, you are surprised for this round, and you have a Bane on your initiative. Everybody else can
might
roll
want to clear
initiative
the
normally.
turn order.
Yeah, I'm about to do that now.
Well, you know that music that I forgot to turn off, and yeah, it's back now.
Yeah.
This doesn't feel very planned battle. Right.
Oh, I got terrible on that.
Oh, damn it.
There
I
we go.
Select my thingy. Sorry.
That's good. What did you get there? 12?
This is the only initiative is the only thing that I will ever roll well on.
Endorian. So you've got the token again, Endorian.
Is there any crit success for initiative? I guess not.
Not really, other than you've got, in fact,
Yeah.
crit success. I'll give you 2 tokens for this.
Oh shit! Nice.
Yeah.
Well, I can see that Corvith has probably not noticed this as quickly as
Yes.
I get the
I have,
feeling. You have. I get the feeling that these things cannot be knocked prone because they are attached. Are they attached or are they like?
They're getting up, and you can see they don't look part of the plant. They look very separate. They seem to have limbs that they're using to move, and 2 of them. So they're not exactly steady.
I'm going to start moving. That's 10 foot of movement.
Yeah.
And I can get both of them in sight, and I'm going to say, "Watch out, Corvith!" And I'm going to tap my staff, snap my fingers, and then throw a ethereal dagger at each one. This is -3 stamina as I attempt to knock them prone.
Okay. Let's go.
Do the top one first. Damage 3, 0, 1. Roll damage 3, 0, 1. So that's a 6 on the one up north and a 4 on the one down south. Both need to do a raw strength saving throw.
Okay, I'm going to do the one north first, and they have +9s.
These guys are tanky.
Fail. Natural 1. Jeez.
After kicking our ass in every other fight, I'm glad to see a few natural ones.
There we go. That one's on its ass. And the second one, let's do that. That's the 9. Yeah. Come on.
Loading, processing, dial-up sounds.
I think it's just
easy.
oh,
It fails.
It's a fail.
Drat. Wrong way around. Yeah, it's one near me, isn't it?
No, they both failed.
And they're both.
Oh, they're both.
Yes, I know. I've saved you. You're welcome.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to use the rest of my movement to hide behind the dwarf.
And with that,
Do you blame me?
Darkness, apart from Barak, who can still see them.
Oh shit! Sorry, I'll hide there.
Okay. Who would like to go next?
Well, I think your call was surprised, didn't he? Yeah.
Yeah. So
well, seeing.
Yep.
Go on.
If you're surprised on your turn, you just lose the surprise condition. That's all you can do. But you can now use stamina to use your reactions. Whilst you're surprised, you can't react.
Okay.
So, do we want to do just on Corvith? Done. No longer surprised.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Makes sense. Yeah.
Okay, and then over to you, Barak.
So, as I was sort of eyeing the one over by Corvus, seeing if it was about to sneak up on him, but now they're both kind of knocked over, sort of fumbling around in those thorns, and Corvus is now aware. I'll just go over to this boy over here.
Okay.
And just a regular little attack, just one little tiny
Not a
attack
problem.
swing.
Prone, so you have a boon.
Oh bugger! I didn't add the boon.
Just roll a
I'll
separate.
manually add it. Was it D6? Yeah.
Yeah, but I got a feeling it can't dodge. It can parry. What have we got on the 6? So 25.
Yeah, that's the one.
Okay, it's going to attempt to parry.
Ooh.
As you come in, one of the branches quickly snaps in front of it in an attempt to keep itself safe.
It failed.
Ooh.
There's a thwack. Could you add a d10 to the damage you're dealing, please, with your great axe?
Oh, axe
And-
on wood.
And
Your
you know what?
great axe has the hack property, and these are vulnerable to hack weapons.
I'm also adding some primal force.
Ooh, spend the stamina.
So, we roll 2, so I'm adding a D6, not a D8, 1D10, 2D12. I'll spend the stamina now. It's rolling.
It's like a really annoying dice tower.
Yeah, it's like,
It's spent. You never know.
So 17 goes through.
damage.
And there's a thwack as you hit the creature.
I'll make some nice firewood.
Oh. And that is you done, Barak?
That was a good one-liner.
Right, just so you know, rising from prone, invoke attacks of opportunity unless you spend 2 stamina to rise defensively. So there are ways of getting up, but it requires stamina use to do so.
Okay.
What I'm going to do is use this one first, nice and simple. So it loses the prone, the immobilized condition, and it stands up. But it's going for the person with an axe.
Oh.
Ooh, okay. So this is what we wanted to see.
Coming in.
They come with axes and
So as it's
fire
coming in-
and biting.
Its one arm comes up a branch, and you see vines kind of swirl around, and then it throws the vines at you. As they go hurtling through the air, they begin to unravel. So it's making a ranged attack against you.
Bulbasaur, use Vine Whip.
I heard a little bloop as if something rolled.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh well, I'm not parrying that.
just let it hit you.
Yeah, just let it hit me.
And it's wrapped around you, so you now have the restrained condition as they completely wrap around you, and I get to deal damage. That's the 12. Nine piercing damage.
I only take 3, but I am restrained.
And
It's
then it completely
Just a little
kind of it's
Yeah.
just sort of it's
You
ripping
want
some
restrained.
skin off a little bit. Ah,
little dink off his health bar there. Look.
So I'm just going to put that on you. You are immobilized whilst you're restrained, and there are ways to get out of it, but we'll cover that on your
Okay.
turn. In the meantime,
I could set them on fire.
I get a greater boon on you now that you're restrained. So the second one attacks. But it is just check. Yeah. With you restrained, you can see the second one just get up off the ground, but you're not in a position to be able to take advantage of it. So you can't do any opportunity attacks whilst you're restrained.
Okay.
It now gets up, and you can see its thorny arms come in and attempt to slash at you. greater boon. Let's see what we get.
Just let it hit you.
Just let it hit me.
And I got a hit.
Took the 23, yeah, that's to hit me.
Yeah, that's to hit you. There's no penalty on your parry if you wish to parry, because obviously I've had the bonus on my attack roll. And I also forgot, can I roll a d10? Because my attack was a crit, and I forgot the d10 on the crit.
No, you can't.
With the thorns.
I overrule it.
So it's an additional 7 damage.
That isn't resisted because that was added on to the other
Additional,
damage.
yeah.
The ones that wrapped around you. And,
You know.
Okay, so I've got see this thorn whip coming in. Are you attempting to parry it?
Might as well. I'll attempt.
Okay.
Nice.
Oh, easily done. With that, you keep the creatures at bay, but they are definitely, have you surrounded. So, we're moving on to round 2.
Stamina!
Everybody gets a point. I get 2.
Does
Let's
your
go.
machete have the hack property?
It does.
Veriax?
It does indeed, yep.
Would you like to
Yes.
go first?
Yes.
I was going to get here and then burn
Yes.
the shit out of them.
Because I would, I'd like to hack it. I hope I can hack it.
Go, Silver.
Okay. Yep.
Go on then, lad.
I'm
Hit
doing
it.
I'm trying. Oh.
Nope. You tried.
Oh, yeah. Unfortunately, just not good
I
enough.
should be good at
But,
that's why I hack my way through undergrowth and stuff. That's why,
In Baron terrain.
Yeah, but
it's not normally moving, to be fair, but,
Okay, Dorian or Barrack, who would
If
like
I
to go
was to
next?
set these things on fire, would that potentially free Barrack?
Potentially, but you would. Sorry, that was Maxine.
The kitty cat. Hi.
That would, but likelihood is you would hurt Barrack in the process.
Oh yeah, because try and
You
try.
can get the Barrack.
Can he take it though?
yeah.
So what were the rules of me breaking out of restraint?
So on your turn, you have to use an action and make a raw strength saving throw as you attempt to break the binds. Alternatively, someone can use their action and a tool like a machete to cut away at the vines, or if you're subject to like burning damage or something like that, that could burn the vines away. That will work as well.
I can do that.
And can I attack while restrained? I was able to parry.
Yeah, you can attack whilst restrained.
Because
I'm gonna guess there's a bane on it.
Hang on.
well, can I cleave while while restrained? Because I think I might just accept the restraining and just keep swinging.
He's thinking.
Yeah, so you can attack and you can do all of that whilst restrained. So you can get your weapon, you can kind of move around. The problem you've got is whilst you're restrained, I have a greater boon on any attack against you.
I am willing to accept this great.
Yeah, and you can't move from where
That
you are.
is-
So things can hit you easier, but you've got your great axe out, you've got these vines wrapped around you, but you can still kind of move and hit with the great axe.
Barrack's attempt at getting out of the restraint is just destroy the things restraining him. So here's a cleave.
Okay.
On
So is Barrack going for Endurian? Yeah.
Barrack first.
Oh, yeah, I'll go. Because I might even take one out if I get really good rolls.
I like that.
Yeah.
I get like that, yeah. Which is, roll damage,
Oh,
re-roll 2.
your cleave. Absolutely awesome.
And-
the great axe. Yeah.
So cleave was 3. Can I then add a primal, what was it called? The D6. Primal force.
Primal Fury.
Yep.
Primal Force,
So
absolutely.
that's an extra 2, so I will roll 1d6.
Don't forget the D10 for the hack weapon.
D10. Is it technically 2D? I've already rolled. I'll do another one in a minute. Because it's a crit and it's a hack, so would it be 2D10?
Yes.
Okay, I'll add an extra
2
D10 to this then. So 16.
Okay.
Really low rolls. Plus 4, 20.
4, so 20 in total.
It's not terrible though. It's still 20 damage.
14 goes through. There we go. Yeah, your great axe is very good though. You're chopping branches off and all sorts. That is Alfie.
I'm gonna get myself. That goes by him though, so he'll probably swipe at me if I do that. So if I pass through him, I'm gonna get as an opportunity attack.
You will do. Yeah.
Can I go over the flower, or is the flower in the way?
The flower is quite a big flower. You can go around the flower.
Let me try that.
So
So
you can kind of go
that's 20,
through, across
30. Yeah, that's 40. Because I only have 40 feet of movement
Yeah.
at the moment. Because I've got this big lump on my head. Anyway, I'm gonna angle myself away. You know what? Actually, I'm gonna plonk myself here instead. I'm gonna angle myself away from the valuable flowers.
Yeah.
So sort of that. So I'm not gonna hit the valuable shit.
Okay.
And I'm also going to use my invoker abilities to weave the fire around all the valuable shit. But yes, I am going to Shako Ho! And get both of them.
Let's do the
I
damage.
believe that is 2d8 on the both, rolling on a 3.
Oh, add a D10.
Nice.
Add a D10. They are vulnerable.
I had a
to
feeling
fire.
they might be.
And one failed. Second failed as
18
well.
damage.
Nice.
18 fire damage. So the first one is a screech of bone, of bark, and a kind of noise as it begins to go up, and then turns into cinders. The second one, however, is still there.
That's not aether damage. That's fire damage. So I can't put my
That's
my force on there, sadly. But
yeah, and because they failed, let's put the burning.
he
token on.
might just die here and there.
It's-
Then that's the end of my turn, and now he takes a d12.
Yeah, so add a D10 to the D12.
Righto. So here's the 10, and here's the 12. That's 11 and 3.
And it's enough. And the flames continue to lick up around the creature until it too is cinders, and all you have are these two forms, ash, left now.
And
true.
Dorian kind of lifts his finger up like this and goes, blows the smoke.
Well, I didn't
we go.
expect to be fighting walking sticks and stones today.
I sort of expected the sticks. I'll get rid of that. We did it.
Yippee!
As you look around the room, the rest of it remains, as you've seen it here. You can't really see anything else in here, but the flowers, they seem unresponsive. You can see some of them beginning to open up that much more with the fire that came through.
Oh yeah, because they bloom in fire. I am going to make a couple notes and then get straight back to work gathering as much of this stuff as we can.
Okay.
I can carry 1 pound of it.
No, you can still move around. You've just got.
Oh,
to
that's
load,
true.
I
Yeah.
think.
Well, I mean, it's safe, so.
Yeah, we need as much of this stuff as we can
Not
get.
like when you're doing any climbing to get out the way.
I do need the extra like £4 for my rope when I gather it all back up and leave.
I can
guess
help
by that
out a
point,
bit. We can look. We've got. How long have we been down here? Foreteller of
You've
Destiny.
been down here just over an hour so far.
We've got an hour. We can make several trips.
Yeah. So how high can my encumbrance go before I literally
double your
just
strength.
can't double? Okay, we got yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so you can carry quite a bit.
Yeah, I'll carry a lot.
Yeah. Do you want to just? If we just say we'll take as much as we can and we'll work out the particulars.
Yeah. So you
Uh,
find, takes you about half an hour to collect all the petals in this room. The plants, you almost get the feeling that the vines quiver each time you pick a petal. And as you strip one of them down, it's almost, you're covered in this pollen, this sort of reddish, almost rust-like pollen, but you've got the petals removed. And there's almost like a sigh from the plant, what's left of it.
Well, we're going to leave at least a little bit so that it can continue to grow.
Well, you're carrying out a lot of pollen with you.
You know what? I'm going to try and take a graft of this to plant at home in Midway.
Okay.
Down in the forge.
In half an hour, so you're now up against the clock to get out. You've collected about 12 pounds, but because of the bulk of them, it counts as 24 encumbrance.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, these are difficult to carry out.
So
24. I can take 14, I think, when I include my rope, and that's double my strength then.
I am not carrying anything over my encumbrance at the moment, so I think I actually have an extra 9 points I can use to carry.
I think I'd take another 12.
Yeah, I think between us we quite easily get everything out.
Yeah.
And then it's just a matter of putting it on Bill.
Oh dear. The poor,
Oh, Bill.
the poor thing.
I'm sure he's still alive.
Yeah, I'm sure he's still alive. Not been eaten by geckos or goblins or...
You hid him quite well, didn't you, Corvus?
Fairly well.
Well, off we go.
Yeah, off we go.
Okay. And with that, you begin to head out. Have you got time to see if you can get through the ropes?
Well, we've got a system now, haven't we? We let me down very gently first, and then
lower you first. Yeah.
Come down, then they take me up.
With Veriax athletics.
Yeah.
So let's do that first.
Okay.
Do you want us to roll for all these, or
What I'm just having a quick look.
well, we can have like a conveyor system as well.
Time. No, you did well on getting you here, and you got the skills, you got the time. You take it carefully, and using that method, in Durian, you managed to get yourself lowered. You get across to the other side. You two easily clamber down using scale surface. Then you're back up at the other side, and in Durian, you're then heaved back up. And with that, you find yourselves back in the corridor.
Nice.
And able to head out.
Yeah, let's just leave.
Nice.
We've got what we came for. There's lavas coming back in. Off we go. I'm going to take one last look at the painting before we go, but other than that, I will leave.
Yeah, the painting looks like it could potentially be taken, but the painting's a good 10 encumbrance with size.
Leave the painting, wizard.
To be honest, we could put this stuff on Bill, come back in, grab the painting, and leave again. I think we probably have time.
Probably isn't something I'm comfortable with.
What say you, Fortella?
I don't know. You can give it a try.
Let's see what it's like when we get outside. We'll see what time it is when we get out, and then we can make the decision to come and get the painting. I can just come back in 20 years for the painting.
You could do. Absolutely.
Yeah.
And with that, you quickly leave the complex to get to Bill. As you do so, you notice the lava is slowly beginning to creep upwards. You've been down here probably a bit longer than you anticipated, and carrying these huge bags of petals. Unless you turn back now, by the time you get to where Bill is, he is a little bit of a distance away. You're not going to have time to get back.
Doesn't matter. Well, we've got the petals, we've got the mithril. Let's just get the hell out of Dodge.
And with that, you now make your journey.
Door?
Yes.
This one?
It's only plight.
Well, it collapsed, didn't it? Oh, I guess the lava
did.
doesn't reach that far, does it? It doesn't, because when we saw it doesn't reach that far.
No,
it only covers up to okay. So we don't have to bother.
Yeah.
I thought because otherwise it'll
Totally plied.
But yeah.
It's okay. And with that, you head over to Bill, and we will leave it there for tonight.
Nice.
Man.
Okay.
Success. It didn't look like it was going to be a success for a while, guys. I'll be honest. When I kept falling down the shafts, I thought that was kind of it.
Oh yeah, it's hopefully it's experiencing the falling damage firsthand. It's one thing that always irked me about other systems where you can fall hundreds and hundreds of feet, and then just pick yourself back up.
No, well, as we did at the end of last session, we'll go down the line, and we'll end on myself and Dean. So to Brass, thoughts, feelings, experiences, Untold Destiny so far. Now you've had 2 sessions.
Yeah, I mean, now it's been 2 sessions. It's flowing better. I've got a better grasp of what I'm doing. We've had 3 is it 3 or 4 combat now, haven't we?
3 combats, so 4 in total. Yeah.
I just
so yeah, it's working really well. I liked all the fumbling around with the rope. As I was saying earlier, the encumbrance system is at least easy to understand. Like I don't use it at all in D&D because it's just such a pain in the ass to keep track of. But in this, at the very least, it's very clear. It's very obvious. It's like, yeah, it's easy to keep track of. I like the things you could do in combat. I do like the stamina system, especially for a martial character, because it's kind of like, oh, can I cleave? Can I add this on it? Can I do that? You just spend the stamina, and away you go, and it's great. So yeah, I thoroughly enjoy it, to be honest.
Oh, thank you, Brass.
Veriax.
Yeah, like so, the stamina system's really, really good. 'Cause it adds that extra dimension to what you're doing and how you spend it, and everything. Like I say, the flow is really well. Like I feel underpowered compared to the other 2, just a bit. I feel like I'm a little bit behind, and I thought with my high roll it might be the opposite. So I don't know if I'm not playing well or have picked like gimp skills, but like in the last fight I didn't do anything. I know I'm surprised, but yeah, I just think like yeah, I'm a little behind in some points, and I don't really understand why. But
I'm just having a quick look, and yeah, your blades, you only specialized in blades, so you're not great at wielding them.
You did do quite a bit of damage in the fight against the constructs with your bow. You were hitting for like
you did
25 to 30s, I believe.
Yeah. And you got to remember that fight until the very end, Barrett wasn't doing much. He was struggling, and at the very end, had that crit clean. And you'll find if the dice aren't behaving, yeah. Given time though, so you're going to move to 3rd level, so it gives you a few more tools to play with. Your bonus features, there's a lot of bonus features, and until you've played the games a few times, you probably won't notice them. But things like closing shot, for you, the moment an enemy enters your melee, you get to shoot at them before they enter melee. And it's stuff like that. You then pick up these tricks. So think of it as you're still growing. Your skills are limited, but as you continue to get more bonus features, you get more tricks that you can perform in combat, more things you can do that are very situational. And that's when you'll find things begin to shine.
Could closing shot trigger his sneak and then trigger an effect that he could put on, like a debuff to their attack, maybe?
Absolutely, it could, but you need another bonus feature. Normally, you can only sneak in your turn, and there's an opportunistic sneak, and it costs stamina, but it allows you to deliver sneak damage outside your turn.
And there's also
that is absolutely
also something to keep in mind. Veriax is you actually brought it up during the session. This is not your favorite terrain. We joked about the rogue not being able to pick the lock, but like you said, you're a scout.
Yeah.
So if we were in a position where you were leading us through the wilds and picking up on tracks and like helping us set up an ambush, I think you would shine a hell of a lot more than we need to open the door and deal with what's on the other side. Which is where Barrack, just being a wall of hit points, comes in handy, and where I can sort of like multi-target. Whereas I think you're more of a single target striker, or at least developing into one.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I need the move, the space to move around.
Yeah,
which isn't in here either. So yeah, there are those factors. I get that.
You've got a fantastic hide in shadows, and that gives you the invisibility condition. It's a swift action to use, 2 stamina. You roll with a bane, and you can move around invisibly. And this is where the rogues, they're skirmishers. They don't want to be attacked, so they will cloak themselves in shadow and move around the battlefield.
I mean, if you're open to me, perhaps you say playing badly. I don't think you played badly, but I do think there was a choice you made that if you're open to me saying something rather than me just backseat playing for you. Remember when you when the gargoyles were in the room, you were a bit ahead of both of us, and you hid and chose to attack straight away, which sort of left you out of position for both of them to just come in and completely gore you. But if you had sort of like held back a little bit, held your fire and choose a more opportune moment and hid behind me, they would have gone for Barrack, and you might have had a better time.
Yeah, okay.
But other than that, I made stupid decisions as well. I was entirely coasting on luck for that first fight with the guys with the picks.
The only mechanic I had to worry about in that first fight was number of hit points.
Yeah, just one. That's all you need.
Yeah.
Do I still have some red in the bar? We're fine.
But I think that this discussion, though, when it comes to the mechanics of like the feelings of, because I felt quite powerful for the last two fights. I felt quite invulnerable for the first fight, but I did have like 40 odd hit points. But I think mechanically in fights, it speaks to the depth of the system that you've made, Dean, that a simple choice like not standing here or holding back an attack, or in my case, I haven't spec'd into strength, so I ended up getting a wound from falling down 30 feet twice. So I think there are, the way we spec our characters really does feed into what is happening in the session. Whereas I kind of find a lot of the time playing in D&D, because of the way that DCs are decided just on the fly, like how do you feel about like a 15? Does that sound about right? Because that 20 is the bar and is always the bar, that 20, you kind of know where you need to be to function at a reasonable level and where you're sacrificing in order to function better. It's like I cannot function in climbing up a shaft, I have found, or climbing down one.
Yeah.
Whereas Veriax and Barrack were easily able to do it. So I think it swings and roundabouts to an extent, but that bar is it provide when you build a character, I can see where you would know exactly where you needed to build to have the kind of character you wanted. But for a first time around, these characters where we're not really knowing what we're doing, I don't think they're performing too badly at all.
I think they're performing really well, and no doubt, Corvith, as you gain levels, Veriax, your character can really develop in amazing situations. This encounter, you're in ruins, so you're not going to come across any humanoids or anything like that. So it's difficult to get to use some of your special abilities that are around poisons. However, session 3 is a journey back with a very big load of merchandise. Very dangerous. You let some goblins go, and they were scouts. So, if they were there for a purpose, who knows? So I think you'll have plenty of moments to show.
Yeah, it's also that you all come from D&D backgrounds, so you're all aware of basically what quick actions are, what major actions are. I don't, right? So when you guys said roll for sneak damage, it's a D6 because it's a D6 in D&D. I didn't know that, but I was never explained until then. So it's like there is an assumption, I think, that you understand D&D. So, and a lot of this is, even though it's very different, the foundations, there's a lot that's similar as well. So because I don't have that foundation of D&D, struggle with that a little bit as well. But yeah, I'm getting there.
Well, no, I think that's actually a good thing to point out to Dean for when he's developing his taster sessions, is that a lot of us do come from these sort of TTRPG backgrounds. I mean, I've been playing D&D since I was in high school, since I was like 12 or 13 or something. So I think that is a chink in the armor, if you like, that you reveal, Veriax, that when these playtesters come through, I mean, Untold Destiny is a great alternative for 5e so far, but it's not everyone's going to be coming directly. I mean, you might have some D&D experience, but not everyone's going to be coming.
Yeah, Baldur's
from...
Gate 3 and stuff. But
exactly,
it's a computer game, so a lot it does it a lot for you, you know. So
you've hit a massive nail on the head with the need to bring in a newer audience, not just win over a veteran TTRPG player, if I could be called such a thing, as myself, and even Barrick there, who has not been playing quite as long as me. I think would come into this knowing kind of what was going on. Based on 5e.
Well,
So,
like for example, I know that a +11 to hit is a big bonus to hit, and so grandmastering in certain skills I know is very important because especially if the DC is always 20, like that +11 is very, very good.
Yeah, that's easy to forget, but that's one of the strengths of it is you always need 20. So you know, if you're rolling a d20 and you're plus 10, you've got half a chance of making it.
And then you add the extra dice on as well, and you kind of exponentially.
Well, the odds are quite the odds of doing stuff are pretty intuitive,
which is incredible because when Brass was over here a couple of weeks back, we sat down and I think we had a good hour-long conversation about we weren't sure how this always being 20 would work. And I don't know if I can speak for you as well here, Brass, but in my opinion, the always being 20 is actually genius. It is such a simple change, and yet it's
genius
so
for
well.
this system because of the fact that you're not just rolling 1d20s. Just being proficient, just having that one tick out of the 5 in any box, and you're basically rolling what D&D would call advantage all the time. So that I think is why it works. Like if you would have always 20 DCs in D&D, like basic D&D, it wouldn't work unless you're playing a really hard game.
Indeed.
But this, that's why I came into it with like a bit of like, is it going to work? But with this, it works because there's the rolls are much higher. You stack a lot more onto your rolls in this than in D&D.
I feel like I'm more in control of the result, and when the result doesn't go my way, because I've rolled so many dice, you kind of go, well, them's the breaks, because I had the chances. And maybe not so much with the shaft.
When it's that one dice, you're very much up against luck. And there's a bit of maths behind it. And having that 20 only, if you're rolling one dice and you got a +9, you got a 50% chance of making it. If you're rolling two dice, you only need a +5 to have a 50-50. And if you grandmaster with 3, you only need a +3 to have a 50-50. And that's where I came from with this, is the maths on getting those percentages change quite a lot. A +1 isn't just 5%, which it is on a single dice. A +1 at a low level is 10, 20, 10, 15% when you're rolling multiple dice. So the whole maths curve works beautifully. You don't need big numbers to feel good. A +1, so you take skill focus to knock a skill from like an 8 to a 10. You could be adding a good, 12 to 18% chance of succeeding each time you use that skill. And of course, grandmastering, it's limited, but 3 dice, that's 3 times the chance of rolling high.
And this is all without magic weapons or enchantments or anything.
Magic weapons do not add to your skill; they add to your damage.
Just damage.
Your skill is your skill. I did look at them adding to your chunk hitting, and the problem is you started ending up with this scaling effect that dodge couldn't keep up with, and it just got messy at that point.
Plus, it adds more to keep track of. Whereas right now, even with the re-rolls and all the rest of it, I realize people that might watch this might look at the chat log and on Roll20 think that looks really complicated. But really, it's just you roll the dice again if it doesn't get above a certain number.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. No, so yes, it all works, but we're still doing play testing. We're still looking at the final bit of streamlining. It's working very well at low levels, and we're streamlining it now from mid up to high levels. The one trap I don't want to end up in is it becomes too mathy. and it has a little bit of danger of doing that. But this is something we're working.
But other than all this technical stuff, did we all have fun? Because I bloody did.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did, yeah.
And now we got to wait a week again
Good.
to play.
Yes.
If you made it this far, please do give the video a like and a subscribe. Everyone is linked down in the description, so go and check them out. Follow them on X, subscribe to them on YouTube, blah, 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 blah. Aren't I a YouTuber? Say goodbye, guys.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Goodbye.